Hello, everyone.
Hello!
I know.
Hello! You
Um,
have us in a weird spot. Fix it.
I will in just a second because I wanted to do this and then I'll fix it.
Okay.
There we go.
That's one.
Fangirl, thank you so much for your resub. I wanted to make sure we got that in there. Welcome to Board Game House, guys. You are green now. 3 months. Congratulations. It is Friday. It is the weekend. We are Board Game House. We are three friends that like to play board games for you on the internet.
On the interwebs.
Yes.
I'm so out of frame.
What? Does the camera get moved? Yeah, sometimes the camera got bumped.
Hold on.
Camera got bumped. There we go. That's better.
Good enough.
It's really bright in here because we have the window open. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's bright here tonight. Till the sun goes down.
Until the sun goes down.
Anyways, welcome to Board Game House. We are going to be playing a new game that literally just came in because it just got the Kickstarter just finished and shipped. We played this on Tuesday, and we're really excited about it. But before we do that, other things that are going on with us. On Monday, we're playing Robo Rally, where we get to program robots and try to destroy the other players and run them off the edge, or run ourselves off the edge, which usually happens.
Robots.
I think I played that once. Did you play that once?
What?
On Wednesday, we're getting back into D&D. So, if you missed the last little bit of our adventure, you can always catch that up on the YouTube, which is youtube.com/boardgamehouse. Other things that are going on. 229.
We are. Thanks, Mrs. Valley. Ooh. Hang on.
See, that's what happens.
We are 21.
There you go.
21 followers away from our goal of 250 followers. Which means we're over halfway there. And it's just now halfway through March. So...
Today is actually our 5-month anniversary of our first stream.
That's impossible.
I thought our first stream was on like the 8th.
October 15th.
Nope, that's impossible. Because Rachel subscribed for 5 months 2 days ago.
You can subscribe. You can
It was
resubscribe
October
early.
12. Huh?
It was October 15th. So October, November,
Please do not count at me. I know how numbers work.
December, January, February.
I'm not a child! This is why we don't get along. You don't get along.
But you said something incorrect.
Prepare to die.
Anyways,
I'm very confused as to what just happened.
it's either 5 or 6. I'm trying.
5.
October to now. All right.
Oh, so you were counting for yourself. I take it back.
All right. Anything else? Merch store's up. We still have our wish list up. We're ready to add a bunch of games on there. Our wish list, because now we still have a lot of things we want for the back room, but at this point we're actually back here. So now we can add some of the games we've been looking at on the wish list as well, in case somebody has a game that they really want us to play. Or if if there's a game out there you want us to play and you want us to add it to our wish list, let us know after the wish list.
Let us know.
Anything else going on?
Go follow us on the YouTube.
If you're in the Discord, first of all, if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. Lots of fun things going on there. We've been reorganizing, doing things. We have started to try to do more community-oriented things, like playing games together, off stream as well. Speaking of things that are new, this Sunday at 4 p.m., Megan and I, mainly Megan, are going to be doing our first, what we're going to call BGH Extras, and we are going to be playing Twitch Sings.
Twitch Sings!
Which, if you don't know what that is, more or less it is an app or a program that Twitch came out with that is more or less karaoke. So we're going to put together a list of songs that we enjoy, and then we'll let you guys kind of help us pick which songs to sing for you guys. We're only going to be doing it it's going to be a shorter stream. It's going to be from 4 to 6 on Sunday. So kind of right in the middle of the day, but only for 2 hours because singing repeated like for an extended period of time can really wear out your voice. So we want to take care of ourselves. I think that's everything.
Is that everything?
I don't know. Garrick, you have anything you want to say? Anything you want to say about the game before we do the how to play?
No, anything I haven't said already.
Anything you want to say again?
I don't think so.
Alright. Either way, we are so glad it is the weekend. Here's the how to play for Call to Our...
Call to Adventure from Brotherwise Games that I backed on Kickstarter.
Yes. Here you go.
A student on their path to be a paragon of light, a squire on the path to be a cunning villain, a sailor on their path to be a wise master. What do they all have in common? Their choices to fulfill their destinies were fraught with challenges, making for a story worth telling for the ages. Welcome to Call to Adventure. Call to Adventure is a card drafting game for 1 to 5 players from Brotherwise Games. Players will take turns taking traits, completing challenges, and throwing runes to craft a storied hero. Will your hero have the notoriety to be claimed as the greatest of all? Or will they fall just short and be cast in someone else's shadow? Let's find out in Call to Adventure. Deal each player a player board and deal each player 2 origin cards, 2 motivation cards, and 2 destiny cards. Each player chooses 1 of each to keep, then remove the rest from the game. Deal each player 1 hero card face down. This will remain hidden, and give each player 3 experience tokens. Place your chosen origins card face up on the leftmost space, your motivation face up in the middle space, and your destiny card face down in the rightmost space. Place your hero marker on the 3rd level of the corruption tracker. Shuffle the 3 story decks, the hero deck, and the anti-hero deck. If it's your first time playing, it's recommended to remove the allies and adversaries from the deck, as well as the related cards listed in the rulebook. Lay the Act 1 deck face down and reveal 4 face down cards in a 2 and 3 player game, or 5 face down cards in a 4 player game. Repeat this with Act 2 and Act 3 cards. Then, place the hero and anti-hero decks face down near the story decks. Place the runes tray with the core runes, ability runes, and dark runes in the center of the table within reach of all players. Whoever finished a novel most recently goes first. When it's time to begin, flip the Act 1 cards over. Now, you are ready to play. Each turn you can choose to either gain a trait or attempt a challenge, and do one of the following actions as many times as you are able. Journey, use another card effect, or play a hero or anti-hero. Traits define your character's personality, profession, and life experiences. Traits only have 1 path listed at the top of the card. In order to take a trait, you must meet any of the prerequisites listed on the card. When you gain a trait, place it underneath your current storyline card with the top of the card visible. Any ability runes, story icons, or other rewards listed are now a part of your story. Challenges put your hero on the path to notoriety. In order to attempt a challenge, you must cast runes. Challenge cards will have the difficulty located on the upper left-hand corner of the card, either 1 path at the top of the card, or 2 paths, 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom, and the relevant runes listed under the difficulty. To complete the challenge, choose out loud which path you are taking. Then gather up your runes. You are always able to cast the 3 core runes. Then add 1 matching ability rune for each relevant rune listed in your story. You can add 1 dark rune for each experience token you spend, up to 3 times per turn. Then apply any card effects from Origins, Motivations, Hero, or Anti-Hero cards. Cast your runes by throwing them onto the table to see which side lands face up. Each rune that lands face up is worth 2 points. Each slash is worth 1 point. Blanks are worth 0 points. The red diamond will give you an experience token, the black upside down triangle will give you an anti-hero card, and the white triangle will give you a hero card. If it has both triangles, you can choose whether you want to take a hero card or an anti-hero card. If you threw a dark rune, the slash will also give you 1 point, and the moon will give you 2. However, it will also give you a point of corruption. Move your player token down 1 on your corruption track. Add up the total number showing on the cast runes to determine whether you passed or not. Take the hero, anti-hero, or experience tokens if you gained an icon. If you passed, place the card under your current act with the path you chose showing. If you didn't pass, the card is discarded, but you gain an experience token. When you take a card that has the hero or anti-hero symbol on it, take that card from the corresponding deck. If none of the cards on the table have runes related to your story, you can discard one for free. If you do not like any of the cards, you can pay 1 experience to discard a card. You can play hero and anti-hero cards at any time, unless the card specifically dictates otherwise. Once you play a hero or anti-hero card, keep them face up near your player board. At the end of your turn, flip over a new card to replace the card that you took that round. Play then passes clockwise to the next player. Once a player has collected 3 cards under their current act, reveal the next act's cards. If you've collected 3 cards, you may not return to the previous act. However, if the next act is opened and you can complete one of those cards, that card will be placed under your current act. For example, if you haven't completed Act 1, but someone else has and revealed Act 2, you could complete an Act 2 card and place it under your origins instead of your motivation. Once a player has collected 3 cards under their origin, motivation, and destiny card, the end game begins. The rest of the players have one final turn to take cards to complete their story before scoring. Then, reveal your destiny cards and tell your character's story using the traits and challenges you collected. To determine the winner, add up all destiny and corruption points visible under your cards and on your cards. Add any points received from the story icons. Story icons will give you 2 points for matching icons. A pair with icons will give you 2 points, 3 will give you 4 points, and 4 or more will give you 8 points. You will get a point for each experience token you have, and for each hero and anti-hero card you played. Then add in the triumph or tragedy points from the corruption track. These are not cumulative, you only gain points for the point value you are on. Finally, gain any points from your destiny card based on the requirements you have met. Whoever has the most points has proven themselves to be the most notable hero or most corrupt villain in the land. And that's Call to Adventure. You can watch us play this and many other board games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/boardgamehouse.
I gotta change this board real quick for you guys so it's not trying to focus constantly. Woo. Thank you, Meta.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. That. That. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now we are ready for it.
New game.
New game, who dis?
Okay, who this?
Alright, so we reveal our first 2 cards. So our origin. I am the settler.
Okay. I'm a performer.
Oh, jeez.
I am, a pickpocket.
Why do you say like it's a surprise?
Because I forgot what I chose.
Alright, the next one is your, what is this one?
This is your
What's this called? And this is your destiny, but what is it?
origin.
Inciting incident.
Motivation.
Motivation. So I'm a settler, but I'm a lonely wanderer.
I am trained by a master.
I am bound by honor.
Pickpocket bound by honor?
I was a child. I had to get by picking pockets. Aladdin. And then we keep our destinies a secret until the end because that's how you get your bonus scoring. Before we start, I want to point out that,
Hello, Roundbrow.
that I found these incredibly cool wooden bowls. We got 8 of them at Marshall's yesterday in like the clearance area with all just the crap.
So
Look,
we're using these instead of our ramekins now.
look at that. Look how nice.
So. Wow. Derek bound by honor. Hard to believe.
And on top of those, I don't know what I was going to do.
We have a trash can in here. We'll see if Megan misses it still. It's really close by.
Oh, I wanted to show off these runes before we started.
Oh.
This game has a very interesting component which you saw in the how to play, where you toss the dice, or where you, instead of dice, you toss these runes to get points. I mean, these are just like the coolest thing ever. They feel like
Dominoes.
like dominoes, but you just toss them.
Scrabble tiles.
Yeah, you just toss them, and then they roll. It's such an interesting component, and it seems so simple, but nobody else has ever done it, so I think it's cool.
Wait a minute. Derek's boys. But then she says, "You've got this, Megan."
I know.
So is she
Confused.
switching teams for this game?
What's that?
Metamami, I think she's switching teams for this game.
Okay.
No, to hit the trash can.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So we flip over those.
Yeah, the orphan.
Oh, we all need to get 3
Oh,
experience
and a
points.
hero card. That's something we didn't do in the thing.
Oh, we each get a hero card to start?
Yep.
Ooh, how interesting.
Well, I think you should get an anti-hero card because you're a pickpocket thief.
I think you should get an anti-hero card because you're a villain in real life.
He's a little harsh. Plans the city's defenses, or oh, that's a prepare for war. Sorry. Brave and dangerous artifact. So, it's supposed to be whoever finished a novel the most recently goes first. That is not me.
I mean, you read the rule booklet. I think it's kind of a novel.
This is a very thin rule book. There's only like 9 or 10 pages. 13 pages. What?
You don't read the rules.
That's true. But I read other things.
Like,
BGH fanfic.
I absolutely do not and would not read that.
like.
Yes, Sunshiny, you go first. Actually, how about this? One of the mods, throw the random in the chat.
The reason that I backed this game to begin with, the guys who created the game worked with Patrick Rothfuss, who is an author and was on Critical Role, to add, and it hasn't come out yet, but they're working on an expansion that goes along with the Name of the Wind, which is the Chronicles of King Killer. I can't speak. The King Killer Chronicles that Patrick Rothfuss wrote, and as part of the Kickstarter, we're going to get the expansion for Name of the Wind, which is going to have Name of the Wind characters and places and situations in it that will add on to these cards. And that's why I backed it to begin with, because Patrick Rothfuss was pushing it, and then, I mean, we got this great game. But the reason I thought of that was because that was the last book that I read.
You go first.
Huh?
You go first.
Yep. Okay. I accept. I said all of that to say that that was the last book that I read.
Okay.
Didn't matter because you all put a command up. But fate had its own plans.
You can lean into it, be Northern Pickpocket.
I mean, that's what I'm kind of pushing toward. But you can't do brave. Yeah, yeah.
Why can't you do brave?
I don't have a sword. I can pay for it, but
Oh.
yeah, I'll do orphan. Why not? Orphan pickpocket.
That makes sense.
I get 2 experiences and a win.
Cool, cool, cool.
There you go.
Alright, alright, alright. I'm going to take the dangerous artifact
Scary.
And I'm going to resist temptation.
Try to.
I'm going to try to resist temptation.
Why'd you want to take that one?
Because I can't take any of those. Need the 3 basic runes,
Basic
please.
ones.
And 1.
We've got a rogue element.
1 of the these.
The what? The shield? Let me see. Because there's the arrowhead, which is a V. There's the shield, which is more like a U, and then there's the triangle.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Now that's a 4. Do you want to spend to get one of the dark runes or not?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I also get an anti-hero card.
Wow.
I did it. This goes down.
It goes down.
2, 4, 6,
Definitely
and
got
you
it.
get a hero or anti-hero card.
I want a hero card.
And you also gain one of these because you have a shield out there.
I sure do. Gain that back. And then I'm going to play this to gain shield.
Excellent.
These. So this can go away.
Might as well keep the main runes out.
3. Yeah, keep 3 out.
All right.
There, so now we'll put this under here.
When you do the challenges, they've got the 2 options, so you have to put them either above or below so that the option you chose in one is the one that's showing.
Escape or lost in the woods.
Okay. I think I am going to
You
be.
can take studious.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take studious.
Studious. Rebellious. Like that's right up your alley.
And you already have the prerequisite for it.
You have to gain one.
So he would have to gain.
Oh, either you
You'd
gain
have to
one
go.
or you could spend one to gain it.
Let me just check my destiny real fast.
Also, happy Friday, y'all.
I am going to take rebellious.
I'm going to take adventurous.
The adventurous performer.
I'm an adventurous. I don't feel like I'm going to stay a performer.
Adventurous performer that resisted temptation.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go against brand, and
What is your brand?
I'm gonna be a spiritual.
Ah, I see. Against the Steven brand. I thought you meant against your character brand.
Okay. Do you want forbidden lore? Do you want
Ooh, forbidden lore does look tasty.
one of those dark secrets? Yeah. This has been a rough week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a really long week.
I need to do a challenge. I will go after the forbidden lore.
Okay. Going the dark secrets or the hidden lore?
I think I'm going to go for. I really want the wand.
You go for the wand? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna go for learn dark secrets.
Okay.
3 of these, and dosakis of the arrowheads. before I did it.
Yes, you did.
Alright, so I get Learn Dark Secrets, but because I overcame a challenge by 1 or less, I get an experience point.
You can have more than one.
No,
I hit it right on, so 1 or less.
you hit it.
No, you were 2 over.
No, he was.
It's 4.
Oh, sorry, that's 5. I thought that was
He was
6.
1 over. You did not hit it right 1. You were 1 over, but you're still fine.
Oh, yeah. So I get an experience.
And an anti-hero
card.
Ooh.
So that goes away. This goes away. And there's the regulars.
I'm going to go after.
But that's 3. So Act 2 gets
Act 2 does get flipped over.
flipped over, which means that you all can take Act 2 cards and put them in your Act 1 if need be.
Good, I could. I'm gonna go this armed robbery here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna defend my family.
Sure.
So I get the 3 base, I
Mhm.
guess the 3 shield as you have designated
3
it,
shields
and 1 of the crown.
and a crown.
These are not the actual titles of these things.
Do they have names?
They do have actual names.
Ooh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're all based on regular D&D traits. So, sword is the strength, the arrowhead is dexterity, the shield is constitution, the wand is intelligence, the little pointy arrow is wisdom, and the crown is charisma.
I super beat that.
Now, what do you get with that one? Is that just a 2?
Which did you?
Okay.
If it would be this
That
one,
one, okay.
she would get a hero rank.
But I do know I would get a.
That would be
Experience.
an experience.
But I do get an experience because of this. So I take this and I have successfully defended my family.
Yeah. Keep those bad guys' ass. Take it over. Alright. My turn. Alright. Well, I need to do something now, guys. I am going to plan the city defense.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to prepare for war,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to build
Build
fortifications.
fortifications.
Okay. So I need 2 of the wands, please.
2 wands.
2 wands.
And what the hell? Give me one of the dark runes.
I go dark room.
If you are new to the stream, we are Board Game House. We play board games to show you guys what all is out there. Also, we have a really good time in the chat. This is a brand new game. Just kickstarted.
3, 4, 5, 6. So,
Yeah, we definitely got that.
Got it. And I gained that because one of them was shown. So, fortifications. So I also get a hero card.
If you like what you're seeing, consider hitting that follow button. All it does is let you know when we go live. It's that little purple heart up above this way somewhere.
so we've all got 3 under our Act 1, so we can
actually get rid of
put
Act
those
1.
away.
Because once you complete all of Act 1, you can no longer.
You can no longer
back.
go back. I don't know why I did that.
Do we want to pull these down a little bit so we can see them easier?
Sure. So we have Pay a Bribe, well, we have Corrupt Official, Inspiring, Criminal, and Frozen Peak.
How hard are you going to lead into that skin?
Okay, but
Skid.
it's not leading into the skid. I can't do any of the rest of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I have to take this one.
Ooh, this one you need both.
Yeah, you have to have both, and I don't have either.
Or you can spend 2.
Who wants to do that? Rags to Riches.
should have been the one that I got.
Well, it said you lost the challenge.
Oh, okay, I see.
Alright, so I'm going to. This is the Frozen Peak here. And I'm going to find Lost Wisdom.
Oh, very cool. There's a giant skeleton stuck in this. There's 2. all of the art on these cards is it's all very unique situations.
Yeah, and it's all very well done too.
Actually, I'm going to climb the summit instead.
Climb the summit.
And I'm going to use Leap of Faith
Nice.
to give me a +1 on this. So I need the 3 base runes and and 3
Shields.
yeah, whatever those actually are. Constitution. Right, I have to get 5, but I already have 1.
2, 4, 6, 7, and a hero or anti-hero
I'm gonna
card.
take the hero card. How many did I?
7. 2, 4, 6, 7.
4, 6, 7. Okay, I'm actually going to use this right now.
Sure.
If you overcame a challenge this turn without using dark runes and your result exceeds the difficulty by at least 2, gain 3 experience.
Nice. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Sweet. So take that. And I successfully climbed the summit.
Of the giant glacier.
Next
Not
card to
because the
come out.
glacier was big, but because there was giants in it.
Yes. Next card is Honorable. You can only take it if you have the crown icon or if you spend an adventure token. Or an experience token.
Okay.
I'm going to try and tell you all what they say because it's really, really hard to see. And it's kind of important. I know we don't usually do that. We'll do it for the first game, but we don't usually do it. But I feel like it's kind of important to this particular game.
All right. What do I want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? What can you do?
I'm going to actually use my special ability of one wanderer, and first time I journey, I can do it and I don't have to pay. So
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of honorable.
Okay.
And reveal another card to see what we have.
The naval battle. Pirates.
All right, I'm going to go for that one.
Okay. What are you gonna sink the Alicia? Are you gonna lead a boarding party?
Wands and swords.
I'm going to lead a boarding party.
Lead a boarding party.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 5. And you need how many wands?
2. It looks like, right?
I need
Oh, I
2
also-
wands and a sword.
I got another one of these because I had 3 of those.
2 wands and a sword.
And I'm going to give Derek an experience.
Huzzah!
I'm
Huzzah!
going to give you an experience.
Hey!
I gain a sun, and then my next attempt has +2. So I already have 2.
Before you go, because this isn't facetious, I'm trying to play cards. Because you have your +2, and because it looks like you're gonna beat it, never mind, I can't do it.
Okay. So I'm leading a boarding party.
Louise.
Welcome, RBG.
Hold on, I might be able to do it. You have 2.
What are you talking about?
You have 2 already, and you have to get to 5. Correct?
I have to get to 5, yes.
I'm going to play Tap into Darkness, which is an anti-hero card, which is a bad thing, but I have them and I need to play them to get points at the end. Play this as another hero is attempting a challenge. Choose 1 rune of a type that you possess and remove it from their attempt. So, your wands.
There's that. And this. All right. Well.
I have faith. You can use a dark rune.
Well, you already have 2 points.
Yeah, but still need 3 more.
Yeah, you got
You
it.
got him.
I got it. All right. So I got it. So this is mine.
Okay, so Murder Mystery came out. You have the choice of solve a crime or solve a mystery or conceal your crime.
I'm gonna do it,
Okay.
and I'm going to solve a mystery.
You're not going to conceal your crime.
No,
You're a rebellious orphan pickpocket.
That's a criminal.
That's a criminal bound by honor. I feel like you would definitely.
it's a
conceal
criminal, but he's bound by honor. It's not his fault. He's a criminal.
Okay.
He's gonna solve a mystery. Batman's a criminal.
Okay.
Let's solve a mystery.
Or rewrite history. DuckTales.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna solve a mystery using wands.
Yes, and by the way, we've seen multiple people talking about it. If you're out there and you're eating a snack, tweet at us using the hashtag BGHNoms.
BGH. Nom.
We love food, and we want to see what delicious things you're eating.
Play this before you attempt a challenge. Add an extra crown or wand rune to your attempt.
I'm trying to get 5.
Trying to get to 5.
Okay.
I'm going to spend... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 6.
You did it.
How's that? I solved the mystery.
You did, and you get an adventure token. Or an experience token.
For what?
Because he got 6,
Mhm.
and you overcame your challenge by 1 or less.
Is it 5?
Oh yeah,
It was
it was 5.
Yeah.
I thought it was more. Okay, thank you, Megan. That is much of it.
It's your turn.
Wands go.
Alright, we have Street Gang coming out.
Ooh, they look tough, rough and tumble.
Rough and tumble.
He's got a knife, and that girl's gonna kick your ass. She looks more jacked than the dudes, except for that guy with nunchucks. He's got a stupid haircut, but he's got nunchucks.
Alright, I'm going to try this one. The Street Gang. I'm going to outwit a gang boss.
You're not gonna take over the gang?
And I'm going to Word of Honor.
Nice.
So this gives me a +2 to this path.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 1 of the crowns
1 crown.
and then the these.
Oh, are you gonna pay? You want to pay to get a dark room?
You
I mean,
need
you only
5.
I only need 3.
Oh, because you already have 2.
I have 2.
No big deal.
Well, I mean, you get a hero card. It may sway what happens.
That's true. I get a
So this
hero
game's a
card.
little bit weird in the way
I'm gonna-
that you draw things.
I'm playing Sabotage.
Can't do that.
Play this after another hero has attempted a challenge. They must attempt it again.
Why would you do that?
Play your card. And you can try again.
I'm going to accept it, but I feel like you're doing it just to help me, and I don't like that.
I'm literally not, Megan. I have to get points at the end. This is how I won on Tuesday. I'm still kidding. Oh wait, yes you did, because you had the +2.
So I got the +2. So I'm going to take another one of these.
Yeah, if you're out there in chat, say hello.
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Take that one. Okay.
Go to the next one.
Vault of Secrets.
Okay. The stairs are floating.
I'm going to go to the Vault of Secrets. And I'm going to try to unlock the secret vault. I'm going to do the top one.
It's a quiet night.
So I need 2 wands. And also, please give me 1 of the sideways arrows.
The arrowhead, the gray one.
Yes. And then I need 3 basic rings. And I need to get 4.
4. Which one are you doing?
Oh. 4.
I got 4.
And
Plus
a
I get
hero
a
or
hero
anti-hero card.
I'm going to take a hero card.
That's how you can take stuff.
And I also get an anti-hero card because of that.
You sure do.
Even though I can't use it.
You can use it, you just can't take it, I think.
No, I can't.
I don't think you can choose to
You can't.
take it.
Yeah, you can't choose. Like you got this, you couldn't choose to take the
Gotcha.
anti-hero.
Okay. So I can still play this, right?
Let me double check.
And I also gain one of these because I have a wand.
Let me return your wand.
Oh no, you cannot play it.
I can't play it.
But you have it.
Correct.
You cannot play hero cards.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. There's still one more there. That one goes away. Oh. All right. I think that. No, we all have two.
We have two. Did Inspire? What came out? Oh, what? Guard Duty came out.
Guard duty came out. I can't do that one. Can't do that one. I have to do guard duty.
Okay.
What else did I get? All
20.
three of these.
Which one are you doing?
I'm not sure yet. And one of these. I'm gonna catch a criminal.
Okay.
Which makes it 5.
Let's make it 5.
These 3.
Yep.
Uh, 2, 4.
You got 6.
No.
No, this
Oh,
is a anti-hero
That's an
card.
anti-hero card. Sorry.
So I don't do it.
You do
So
not
you get
do
regular.
it.
You get regular.
But you do get.
I can do rags to riches.
You have to pay for that, but you do get 2.
If you lost a challenge this turn, oh, I can spend them on.
You also, and this gets discarded, but you also have the possibility because you can get
Oh, that's right.
that something might.
I'm gonna grab
Come
a
on.
hero card.
You can't get a hero card.
Oh, I'll have to take 2.
I mean, you can take a hero card, but you can't play it. So why would
Yeah.
you take it?
Do those affect the outcome of what you just did?
I'm gonna play Fateful Choice. If I play a triumph, if I choose a triumph path this game or this turn, I can gain a sun, which I did. So I get a sun.
No. Are you still going to take this?
Nope.
It's back to you, and you get a hero card.
And Act 3 comes out.
And Act 3 comes out.
But that goes away because you do not
This
complete
goes
that.
away. 2 cards come out. See, we have Savage Beast and Perilous Dungeon. And then Act 3 comes out. Scroll down a little bit. We have Arcane. We have Rogue Elemental. We have Into the Abyss. And we have Blessed. I'm not entirely sure if this one got shuffled.
I shuffled it twice.
Okay.
Hashtag blessed.
Okay. Well, I would be stupid not to take Blessed.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Blessed because I can. It still goes into this, even though it's an Act 3 card.
You have
And
3
my
comes
Act
out.
2 is closed.
And then
Queen's Chambers, I get 2 hero cards.
Queen Chambers has 2 options on it.
The queen is being real sexy in her weird little chair.
A weird little chair.
All right. I'm going to attempt to the corrupt official, and I'm going to pay the bribe, which is
4 swords and thing.
yes. So I need 2 swords
2 swords.
and the 3 basic rings. And then also give me one of the crowns, please.
And
I'm playing Divine Favor. Play this before you attempt
Crap.
a challenge. Add an extra up arrow or the charisma to it. So.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
2,
Yeah.
4, 7,
Mhm.
So definitely get it.
and the hero card.
So I get a hero and an anti-hero card. Can't play anti-hero, unfortunately. Thank you.
Oh wait.
That's it.
That's
for
it for
Act
Act
2.
2. All right. So we are down to just Act 3.
What do we got?
So we have Arcane, Rogue Elemental, Into the Abyss, and the Queen's Chambers.
I'm going to take Arcane, I think.
Are you going to pay for it?
I have a wand in the air.
Hello, Sir Lancelot.
Welcome, welcome. Tonight,
You do have a VIP badge.
of course. I went through and added a bunch to a lot of our regulars. I think everyone here tonight actually is either a mod or a VIP. So, thank you guys for always being here. You guys mean so much to us, and you guys are why we do this. So, we wanted to recognize you guys for showing up time after time and being active in the chat. I know we have some lurkers out there that are here every single time, but unfortunately, there's still a lot of bots on Twitch, so I want to make sure that we're giving them out to people that are real people. So if you're a lurker, please feel free to get active in the chat. We're a very open, welcoming community. Neighborhoods love new people.
Let me get the Arcane.
Okay.
So please definitely jump in and say hello.
Ooh. First.
Ooh, he's scary. Also, I
yes,
think
join us in the Discord because there's lots of stuff that's happening.
I think the art on these is almost as interesting as the art in Mysterium and Dixit.
Joss, luckily for you, you talk enough all the time, so you have a little diamond by your name as well. We appreciate you being here.
Okay. I am going to
There's those ones.
play
Oh, sorry. I
3
keep
hero
forgetting.
cards.
3 hero. Okay.
Steven, you are going to gain a sun, but I get to use your runes as well as mine.
Okay. Oof, fine with me.
I'm going to play this, so I'm going to get an extra wand,
So she's getting all 3 wands.
and I'm going to play Call of the Wild, which gives me a +2 to the mountain pads, and I'm going for
To extinguish the fire.
All 3 of these, all 3 of the shields, please, and the basic.
Nice.
I like the way these sound.
Oh yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and a hero card.
It's an anti-hero card. Which I can't
No,
use.
it's a hero.
No, it's a hero.
Oh,
It's,
it's a
it's
hero?
only if it's black.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 actually. And a hero
Cool.
card.
Cool.
And you get 1 because you have that as well.
I already did.
Okay.
I got that. So this is mine.
This is mine.
Take all these boys back and put them in their home. These are
All right, reveal for me.
Crypt of Horrors. You can disarm deadly traps, or for 7, destroy the Demilich.
Demilich. There is obviously an arcane gate, arcane lock on this graveyard, but somehow someone got into that scary troll
Okay.
mouth.
I am going to use my ability My first journey each turn, I don't have pay, so I'm going to get rid of cursed.
Bye-bye, cursed.
I don't think any of us could have gotten the curse.
You could have.
No, you have to have more dark
More
than
dark than
light.
light.
You don't have.
I've got a
More
shitload of
tragedy
light.
than
Try it.
triumph.
I am going to drive back the demon army.
This art is just amazing.
Oh, sorry, this is the demon horde. Sorry.
So, and the thing is that we can't actually, like, say this is the artist because each of the cards is done.
Yeah, each one of the cards has
Each
an
one of
artist
the-
at the bottom.
Yeah, each one of the cards has an artist at
Let
the
me
bottom.
see if I can show them. So this is the sexy queen on her weird little chair, and down here at the bottom, you can see. I don't know if you can read it, but it says Christian Biscup did the art for this one.
I'm going to do.
It's pretty cool that they credited each
Well, and it's also,
different drawing.
I think it's also really interesting that there's so many artists in here, but all of the art looks
Cohesive.
similar. Yeah.
I'm going to drive back the demon army. Can I do that?
Oh, do you want to do that?
No, I'm going to do wield the sunlight. No, I'm going to drive back the demon army.
Oh my
Final
gosh.
answer.
Final
Final
answer.
answer. All right, so I need 2 of the swords.
Joe's swords.
I need 1 of the arrow with the diamond underneath it, and give me the other sword.
3 swords and a green one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I need 7,
2, 4, 6.
but I get a card.
Good help.
Does not help me in that.
Okay.
Wait.
Sorry.
Nope, doesn't help me. Well, crap.
This is Divine Calling.
Either champion of light or servant of darkness. Da da da. I don't know if I have Minecraft or not. I think I have the free version downstairs
I have-
on the Xbox.
No idea.
Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I got the free version on my phone and it just didn't. I don't know. Oh, poor Eldot.
Hold on, when I upgraded to 10, I was able to. I logged into my. It said it was going to charge me for it, but it wasn't actually going to charge me for it. And I was able to download it by logging in. If you go to their website, I logged in with my account and I could re-download it.
Ooh, try that.
If you actually go to, I can't think of how you say the name of it, the company, whatever. If you go to their website, log in with your account, you may be able to download it. Someone else used.
Ouch.
That stinks, buddy.
That sucks.
Do you get points for the story icons on their own, or
No,
only if you have a
only
pair?
if you have a pair.
I'm going to go into the abyss and rescue a lost love.
Okay.
But I'm playing Desperate Rage, so +1 for each tragedy in my story. I only have 1,
Okay.
so it's +1.
So you're at 5. You need 5.
Just give me 5.
Correct. And then I'm also playing Inner Strength. So anytime I use the shield icon, or I can get an extra shield icon to use.
Okay.
So I get 2,
Right.
and the regulars.
Uh-huh. So you need 4.
No, just need 5.
I still need
So you
5.
need 5. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to pay to get a dark ring.
That's what I'm considering. I'm gonna pay 1 to get a dark ring.
I had good food tonight.
Boo. Hiss.
But that's
That's
5.
5.
Oh, yes!
But you do go down in the track,
You do go down.
I go down one here,
which is fine.
and I
because-
get my experience back because I hit it right on.
Yes.
This goes away. These go away. Regular. What came out? Imprisoned.
Imprisoned.
What? Why is there a door behind her?
Where? That's
It's
not a
not a
door. That's a window.
It's a very small window.
Oh,
So that's
the way
definitely not a woman.
the way the bricks are, it looks like stairs.
Go eat your feelings.
That's
I'm
not
going
wise.
to win the queen's favor.
Mm.
So I need 3 shields and a crown. What are these? Ones?
So it's 7. So you want a dark room.
No.
Okay.
You get an experience, or you can get a.
Do you get a? This could help me. It does not.
You get another one.
That helps me.
You can
No.
get another one.
No, that's one of
That's
these already gives you.
experience here.
Oh, sorry.
Well, pew. It would have helped me anyway if I'd done the dark room.
So that goes away.
This goes away. Stephen and I are in the same boat.
Mm-hmm. That's probably my only thing that I don't like about this game is that because it is relatively easy to get your thing every single time.
Mm-hmm.
That if you miss one, you're probably not gonna get your whole thing. I'm gonna take supernatural.
That makes sense. Here we go.
Right there and right there.
Yep, you're good. Okay, Assassin's Guild. You can either destroy the assassins or take over the guild.
All of my weapons are magical.
I'm gonna do imprisoned
Okay.
and plot my revenge.
Okay.
So 6. So the 3 of these boys.
Mm-hmm. You get all 3
1,
of
2,
the...
3, all 3 arrows, and 2 shields.
Yep.
You need 6.
Yeah.
Don't forget to roll the basic ones. Throw the basic ones.
Two, 4, 6, 8.
You appreciate.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
did it.
you and I are not finishing our
And
story.
an anti-hero card. Sure.
Okay, so Derek just got his 3rd card.
So he's triggering the end game.
Yes. He is indeed triggering the end game.
And Sword of Darkness came out.
It did. And I'm actually going to do Sword of Darkness. I can't really do any of the other ones.
Sword of Darkness!
You could pay one to refresh. You have all kinds of experience there.
Experience is points at the end. Swords?
Hang on, wait. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get rid of Champion Polite.
You can do decisive battle. This is swords and wands.
Okay. Yeah.
You go to 7.
No.
You do.
But I have a better chance.
You got
of that one,
wands
actually.
and-
I'm gonna do duel the enemy general.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna play Dazzling Wit. Should get an extra wand, which gives me all 3 wands. I'm gonna play Inner Strength to get an extra sword. And I'm gonna pay 1 to get 2 swords.
Okay.
Train by
Two
master.
swords.
2 swords.
It's right here. It says.
Well, you don't have any swords on your thing. I was just looking. But she doesn't.
I paid this one.
She spent 1 to gain 1.
Oh, I see. I was looking at her actual symbols.
No.
I'm sorry.
spent one
I'm
to
sorry.
gain one.
I'm sorry.
Do you want dark green or do you want to just go with that?
I'm just gonna go with this.
7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Cool.
Definitely got
That.
I apologize for this, but I'm playing Dark Lord's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Play this after another player has attempted a challenge. They must attempt it again, and it now has +1.
Okay.
So they need 8.
Yep. It's not worth 8.
2,
You got it still.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You had so many things. I need the points, and you could have done it.
Okay.
We're playing the game.
Alright. I'm gonna try to trial the mage or the magi.
Trial of the Magic.
So I need 2.
So you're saying that you made me feel bad for taking the Sword of Darkness and then you changed your mind?
2 wands.
And I'm going to pay 1. Take a dark ring.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to
Are you going to become the Archmage? Are you gonna
slay
slay
the
the
Archmage. 6. I'm gonna slay there. I'm going to become the Archmage.
Okay.
So 6.
Give me 1 more dark ring.
Two,
2,
4, 6, 8,
9.
9.
What? 2, 4, 6, 9.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
So I get
That's what it said.
Oh.
one of these. And
But you do go down 1.
I know. But I'm going to play this right away. I just got. Megan, take another thing, and I were to go down 1, but then I go back up 1 because of this. It says my next thing I get +2, but I don't need an extra because it's the last one.
Yeah.
So I become the Archmage.
So that is the end.
Alright, so that is the end. End of the game. It's a short game, fairly.
30 to 60 minutes is what it said, but if you go quickly, it isn't that.
Well, we haven't played with the allies and adversaries
That's true.
yet either, so that might
Yeah, there
change
is
it.
something that does change it, so. Alright.
So now we need to read our stories.
Well, no, we need to score,
Score first.
then read our stories.
No, we read our stories first and then we score.
No. You end by telling your story. Look at the rules. It says end by telling your story. Derek, can you go grab a pencil from over there?
And then I did that wrong in the how to play. Don't prove me wrong on the stream and then just that it's wrong on the how to play.
I didn't realize you talked about that.
I did.
I didn't realize that.
We're supposed to read it.
Well, like, there is an element that we're not playing with that does make it a little bit longer.
We're not playing with it yet. This is only our second time.
Here went first. And me. And then Steven. This is exactly how we played it on Tuesday. Alright, so Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And this includes these over here.
Yes.
We decided that
Yes.
we have to add everything together. And if your destiny card also adds.
My destiny was Intrepid Explorer.
Okay, so you were a pickpocket bound by honor. You ended up an intrepid explorer.
I'm basically a magic Batman.
Okay, so count up your triumph.
Triumph.
Wait, when was Batman a pickpocket?
He was an orphan. He didn't have to be a pickpocket because he was rich.
Exactly. So is there
Not everyone's story is the same, Stephen. So 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Lancelot, welcome back. Somebody gifted you another sub, so you are now 2 months in a row part
Yay!
of the neighborhood.
Thank you, Anon.
I have to start over. 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
What are you counting?
This.
Oh, okay.
22 triumphs.
Okay.
And then, do you want to just do my whole thing, or?
You can do your whole thing.
Okay. And then tragedy is 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Tragedy.
Experience tokens.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, did you add in your? You weren't supposed to add in your hero cards. Hero cards and the anti-hero cards have their
Well,
own
he already
separate-
did, so just don't put anything in this way.
Yeah,
And then story icons.
and then story icons.
I got 2 faces, so that's 2 points. I got 2.
Yes, so it's
So that's
2.
2 more, and then that's it. So
4. Okay. So
What is your destiny?
my destiny was Hand of Fate.
Ooh.
tarot.
So I got not a lot of points. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Plus 4.
17.
And then don't forget that too.
Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Not a lot of points my foot.
Well, I don't have any
No
tragedy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Steven?
Story icon.
Oh, story icons. I got 2, 4, 6. I'm trying to get a third one so I can get 4 on one of those, but
Alright.
couldn't.
So mine was Hero of Destiny.
Hero of Destiny.
I gain 9 if I have one of each at the end, which I do. So 9 plus 5 is 14, 15, 16, plus 8 is 24.
Okay.
No. Yes. No.
9 and 16 is 25.
No, that's not right. Hold on.
Count again.
10 plus 9 is 19 plus 5, 24. What's 24? Sorry.
Okay. Tragedy.
5.
Okay. Experience.
2.
Hero cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Anti-hero cards. You don't play any.
None.
Story icons.
I have 2 total.
All right.
Well, while you do that, Derek, tell us your story. I'm gonna go big screen so we can tell you.
Sure. So, my young child started out as a pickpocket. He was an orphan. He was rebellious, which leads to pickpocketing. While pickpocketing one day, he learned a dark secret. He pickpocketed the wrong person and found out too much information. All of this sort of built up over time. He did like a rags to riches story. He ended up solving a mystery, but in order to solve the mystery, he had to do some sort of unsavory things. But, you know, everything coming together through the dark secrets that he learned and then solving the mystery, it sort of bound him to do service for the people and sort of live an honorable life, even if he's not doing the best sort of things. But this life sort of takes its toll. He ends up learning more dark secrets, which leads him to the arcane and to magic. He ends up going on a journey to sort of deal with some of the dark secrets that he's learned to try and save the people, even if they don't know he's being saved. It leads him to the underworld, which finds him a nemesis, and he ends up plotting his revenge. We'll see where the story goes.
Okay. So, I had an adventurous performer who found a dangerous artifact. But she resisted temptation, but because she found the dangerous artifact, she was a victim of an armed robbery. But she protected her family. So because of this, she decided to get trained by a master. And part of her training was to climb Frozen Peak, to get to the summit. And because she did that, she was blessed. And then during her time as a trainee, she went undercover into a street gang and outwitted the gang boss. So then just after that, there was a gang fight.
Gang fight?
Decisive battle
Sure.
between good and evil.
And gangs.
Where she dueled the enemy general and won. But before she took him down, he released a fire elemental. Which was because he was released after he died, but just before he died. He was then a rogue elemental because he had no one to
Oh, damn.
tell him what to do. And she extinguished the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then she realized that all of this was deja vu.
Bring it home.
And then she realized she had the fates. And she became a hand of fate.
Do you want to tag out? You extinguish the fire and it ends up being a genie and he presents you
No,
with...
I don't like that. I like mine better.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to help. My mind was going, my gears were turning.
Alright.
It was all deja vu.
Deja vu. Didn't happen.
So, Jerome was part of a...
Jerome?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Jerome was part of a wandering tribe of very spiritual people. He was very learned, and when his tribe decided to finally settle down, he was there to try to use his knowledge to help fortify the city. Unfortunately, the fortification fell, and everyone in Jerome's tribe except for him was slaughtered,
No.
which left him alone to be a
He didn't do a
wanderer.
very good job building those
He didn't.
fortifications.
Lost and thinking the gods had forsaken him, he started wandering, and at one point came to a dock city, and he paid a bribe to be allowed onto a boat, a sailing vessel.
So you stole the ship?
No, he
Okay.
paid a bribe so he could be allowed to
Okay.
board it.
Right.
While on the ship, he took over the ship.
Okay.
And he kind of went a little bit rogue and became a bit of a pirate, and he led a boarding party onto another ship. And while he was on that ship, he found plans of a secret location in a nearby island. He went there and he found a secret vault. And being learned and very studious, he was able to solve the puzzles and unlock this hidden vault, which found out was actually full of all these supernatural beings and supernatural power. He stayed there and studied with these beings of knowledge far beyond anything that human minds can grasp or comprehend, and became an archmage. And he realized that after all this was said and done, as he left this vault, that he was a hero of destiny. Yes. Is that solid? Is that good?
That's good.
Sure, the scary ghosts made him a hero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scary ghost made
Supernatural is not necessarily a ghost.
Yeah, but he became
An archmage.
Alright.
But at first he was an evil pirate.
No. He lost his way. He felt his gods had forsaken him. So he had turned his back on religion.
Okay.
And then he became an archmage. And not say whether he was good or evil archmage, but he was a hero of destiny.
Okay.
Sure.
Points. In third place,
Jerome.
Steven. 38 points.
Jerome was in third place, not Steven.
Jerome was in third place. In second place, with 46 points, Derek.
Damn!
And in first place is me with 50 points.
50?
Sure. You guys can vote on who wins based on story.
45, 53, 47.
She did that twice with her calculator.
Okay, he watched me do it. Ruin a surprise.
All right. So we'll play the how to play for you guys again.
I'm gonna go get more to drink.
We'll reset everything up, and we'll choose some different things. But I think, do you guys understand how the game works now? I mean, it's pretty fun. Hopefully
fun.
you guys enjoyed that first playthrough. We'll play through it again after the how to play. And
If you
we'll
are
kinda
new
go
to the
from there.
channel, if you're just joining us,
I still love it. I think it's a great game.
we just finished our first playthrough of Call to Adventure, which is a
Brand new
recently
game.
Kickstarted game. We just received it from him backing it.
It's from
Brotherwise Games.
Brotherwise Games. It's a very unique game, which you will see momentarily. But we are going to play the how to play that we do for all of our games, or most of our games so far. So we can get set up for another game, go take a potty break, and get drinks and stuff before our next playthrough. So give us, what, 5 minutes? 10, 7 minutes, 8 minutes? How long is it?
Whenever we come. Oh, the video?
Yeah, how long is the video?
5-ish minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's well,
It's a short
I
one.
think it's 6-ish.
So we'll be back in like 5-ish minutes, or 6-ish minutes,
Enjoy
and
the video.
we'll see you then.
A student on their path to be a paragon of light, a squire on the path to be a cunning villain, a sailor on their path to be a wise master. What do they all have in common? Their choices to fulfill their destinies were fraught with challenges, making for a story worth telling for the ages. Welcome to Call to Adventure. Call to Adventure is a card drafting game for 1 to 5 players from Brotherwise Games. Players will take turns taking traits, completing challenges, and throwing runes to craft a storied hero. Will your hero have the notoriety to be claimed as the greatest of all? Or will they fall just short and be cast in someone else's shadow? Let's find out in Call to Adventure. Deal each player a player board and deal each player 2 origin cards, 2 motivation cards, and 2 destiny cards. Each player chooses one of each to keep, then remove the rest from the game. Deal each player 1 hero card face down. This will remain hidden, and give each player 3 experience tokens. Place your chosen origins card face up on the leftmost space, your motivation face up in the middle space, and your destiny card face down in the rightmost space. Place your hero marker on the 3rd level of the corruption tracker. Shuffle the 3 story decks, the hero deck, and the anti-hero deck. If it's your first time playing, it's recommended to remove the allies and adversaries from the deck, as well as the related cards listed in the rulebook. Lay the Act 1 deck face down and reveal 4 face down cards in a 2 and 3 player game, or 5 face down cards in a 4 player game. Repeat this with Act 2 and Act 3 cards. Then, place the hero and anti-hero decks face down near the story decks. Place the runes tray with the core runes, ability runes, and dark runes in the center of the table within reach of all players. Whoever finished a novel most recently goes first. When it's time to begin, flip the Act 1 cards over. Now, you are ready to play. Each turn you can choose to either gain a trait or attempt a challenge, and do one of the following actions as many times as you are able. Journey, use another card effect, or play a hero or anti-hero. Traits define your character's personality, profession, and life experiences. Traits only have one path listed at the top of the card. In order to take a trait, you must meet any of the prerequisites listed on the card. When you gain a trait, place it underneath your current storyline card with the top of the card visible. Any ability runes, story icons, or other rewards listed are now a part of your story. Challenges put your hero on the path to notoriety. In order to attempt a challenge, you must cast runes. Challenge cards will have the difficulty located on the upper left-hand corner of the card, either one path at the top of the card, or 2 paths, one at the top and one at the bottom, and the relevant runes listed under the difficulty. To complete the challenge, choose out loud which path you are taking. Then gather up your runes. You are always able to cast the 3 core runes. Then add 1 matching ability rune for each relevant rune listed in your story. You can add 1 dark rune for each experience token you spend, up to 3 times per turn. Then apply any card effects from Origins, Motivations, Hero, or Anti-Hero cards. Cast your runes by throwing them onto the table to see which side lands face up. Each rune that lands face up is worth 2 points. Each slash is worth 1 point. Blanks are worth 0 points. The red diamond will give you an experience token, the black upside down triangle will give you an anti-hero card, and the white triangle will give you a hero card. If it has both triangles, you can choose whether you want to take a hero card or an anti-hero card. If you threw a dark rune, the slash will also give you 1 point, and the moon will give you 2. However, it will also give you a point of corruption. Move your player token down 1 on your corruption track. Add up the total number showing on the cast runes to determine whether you passed or not. Take the hero, anti-hero, or experience tokens if you gained an icon. If you passed, place the card under your current act with the path you chose showing. If you didn't pass, the card is discarded, but you gain an experience token. When you take a card that has the hero or anti-hero symbol on it, take that card from the corresponding deck. If none of the cards on the table have runes related to your story, you can discard 1 for free. If you do not like any of the cards, you can pay 1 experience to discard a card. You can play hero and anti-hero cards at any time unless the card specifically dictates otherwise. Once you play a hero or anti-hero card, keep them face up near your player board. At the end of your turn, flip over a new card to replace the card that you took that round. Play then passes clockwise to the next player. Once a player has collected 3 cards under their current act, reveal the next act's cards. If you've collected 3 cards, you may not return to the previous act. However, if the next act is opened and you can complete one of those cards, that card will be placed under your current act. For example, If you haven't completed Act 1, but someone else has and revealed Act 2, you could complete an Act 2 card and place it under your origins instead of your motivation. Once a player has collected 3 cards under their origin, motivation, and destiny card, the end game begins. The rest of the players have one final turn to take cards to complete their story before scoring. Then, reveal your destiny cards and tell your character's story using the traits and challenges you collected. To determine the winner, add up all destiny and corruption points visible under your cards and on your cards. Add any points received from the story icons. Story icons will give you 2 points for matching icons. A pair with icons will give you 2 points, 3 will give you 4 points, and 4 or more will give you 8 points. You will get a point for each experience token you have, and for each hero and anti-hero card you played. Then add in the triumph or tragedy points from the corruption track. These are not cumulative, you only gain points for the point value you are on. Finally, gain any points from your destiny card based on the requirements you have met. Whoever has the most points has proven themselves to be the most notable hero or most corrupt villain in the land. And that's Call to Adventure. You can watch us play this and many other board games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/boardgamehouse.
Hello! Steven's torturing me with salsa.
Sorry, I took a nap and didn't eat dinner.
It smells so good.
Alright, we are back. We got a few gifted subs while we were away. To be... I'm not gifted because well, Megan uses her Twitch Prime because I've got messed up.
And it got really messed up. Like, I tried to resub at the beginning of the month. Actually, it was toward the end of last month because mine had ran out. And for whatever reason, when I went back to look at it, it was like, oh,
it's not available.
It's not available until like the 23rd of March. And I'm like, but why? There's no reason for that. I have. He is my witness for that because we tried to figure it out one night. Derek has no reason other than the fact that he gives Critical Role his money instead.
It's nobody's money.
Why would you give somebody else money?
Well, no, I sub to... It's my aunt's Amazon subscription, so it's not my money.
Gotcha. But
it's a free Twitch Prime sub, and I like their emotes. We got dealt our story cards, so now we're deciding which of the 2 we're going to pick. We're not going to play with the allies and adversaries just yet, which is an additional component which might add a little bit of, flair to the game. I don't think it's going to add time or anything. I think it just adds difficulty to the challenges and stuff. But we're not going to play with it this time. If we get to play again, then we'll do it.
Can I have a different one? That one has to do with the allies.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I have one too.
One for me.
I think there's a baseball game going on.
I would hope so. Otherwise, like, there's some serious ish going on over at the high school.
Okay. There are those 3 for you, sir. How's everybody doing? You guys having a good weekend? Well, the start of the weekend? But yes, thanks, Anon, for the extra 2 subs. Whoever you are, we appreciate everyone that comes into this channel. The community we're building is just crazy, and we love you guys. Hold up, because if we did that, I'd have to slap Megan every time she did it.
What?
What?
I don't want to know why we don't dab when we say slash in the how to play videos.
Because I'm the only one that is willing to dab. Which seems like a life thing as well.
What?
Nobody else dabs anymore. I like it. It's freeing.
How is it?
I don't know, but you are killing me with that salsa.
I'll eat it quickly.
You don't need to eat it quickly.
If you don't already know, this is Call to Adventure. It's from Brotherwise Games. We just received it in the mail. I kickstarted it back in July of last year, I believe, just before we went to Gen Con. So we just got it. It is a great game. I love it. This is the third time we're playing now. There are 2 expansions coming out. We're definitely getting one of them. The expansions are going to add new cards and new allies and everything from the King Killer Chronicles from Patrick Rothfuss.
Isn't there already an expansion? Wasn't there one part of the
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
We don't
part
have
of
it
the
yet.
Kickstarter?
The name of the wind was part of the Kickstarter.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The name of the wind was part of the Kickstarter. It's not done yet, but we're going to get it when it is done. And there's a second one, and I don't know if we're getting it or not. Who knows? All right, so
Okay.
reveal your biz. I am a student and lone wanderer.
That's exactly what you had.
No, I was a settler. And lone wanderer.
Never mind. You were studious.
Yes.
I am an apprentice and pure of heart.
Of course you
I am a squire. And I'm chosen by the light.
Ooh. I really hope that you got paragon light because that would be a really nice little story arc there.
Or it would be dark.
Ooh.
Make a better story arc.
Interesting. Interesting.
Alright, let's reveal those cards.
Yes.
We have.
Oh, we each get one of these.
Yes.
Just one for you.
If you have questions about the game, feel free to pop them into chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Megan will probably know the answer. There's also a frequently asked questions section in the back of the rules.
Also, Brotherwise, if you're in the chat, let us know if we're going to get the expansion. Or if the extra expansion. Or if you want to just send it to us, let us know.
That is presumptuous.
We have.
You say hi to people like celebrities that are never in the chat.
Yeah, but they're not in the chat.
There's a better chance that a representative from
Right.
the company may join us.
Yeah, but I say my things because I know that they're not there.
You don't know. They can be lurking.
Anyway, we have secret royalty. We may only gain this if you discard a hero card or spend a
Experience points.
experience token. Cruel Winter.
Oh my god.
Also, they have page numbers down here, and I don't know why.
I love this art.
I think, no, this actually isn't page numbers.
No, it is.
What these are is each card has a number associated with it. So if you have a question, you can actually, if you have like a question about a rules thing, you can actually tell them what card number you're talking about.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it really nice.
Foundling,
Yeah, something new they started doing for like BGG.
BGG, and Orphan. Okay, so I get to go first.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to take Foundling.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are.
Uh-huh.
Get a sun.
I get a sun. We go up on this tracker, and I get a hero card,
Look at my hero card.
and that is it. So a new card comes out. This is Armed Robbery.
Mm. Jeez. Okay. Well, I am going to take. I'm going to take secretly royalty.
Secret Royalty.
Secret royalty.
Okay, you're gonna discard your hero card, or
I am going to discard my hero card. Yeah, I'm gonna discard this hero card. No, I'm not. I'm going to pay 1. And I'm also going to pay 1 to activate this
To gain a hero.
to gain a hero card.
Interesting. Okay. Jared. Oh, sorry. Adventurous.
I'm going to use my ability. I'm going to for free journey and get rid of armed robbery.
Okay. Dangerous artifact.
Ooh, okay. Right off the bat. Oof.
You can take adventurous. You can't take adventurous, so that's okay. Or you could take orphan.
You know you want to be an orphan.
Again.
So let's face it, all the best D&D characters are orphans.
I'm going to do dangerous artifact. And
Fun facts about
play narrow escape, which means I get to add a shield, and I also get a wand.
Fun facts about our campaign, our home campaign. I don't know about the one from here. None of our characters started out as orphans.
Nope. We had 5 characters, and at the beginning of the campaign, every single one of them had their parents.
Now, by the end of session 0, for some of ours, they no longer had parents.
Well,
But
there's that.
Here's something you all may not know about me. I hate tropes. I hate them. Hate them.
speed skill.
Okay, I'm going to roll for...
Oh, I thought you already went.
I'm going to roll for... Harness Dark Power. I think in the long run, it does me more good.
Okay.
I have to get 4.
You got 4.
Yes. Okay. Go away. I did not roll a 1, so that doesn't count.
You harness dark power? Of course you
Need an anti-hero card.
did.
Sure.
I'm going to take Cruel Winter,
Cruel Winter.
and I'm going to forage for food. So I need these 3 and one of these. And
Ooh. Interesting. Oh, 4, 6.
Okay,
Definitely got that.
definitely got that.
Okay. So, next card to come out.
Next card is
Plan City Defense.
Prepare for War.
Yeah, Prepare for War, sorry. I'm going to Thieves Guild.
That card comes out every single time.
Well, I think the ones that I don't think that we shuffle them very well. Like
I
the
sit here
ones,
and shuffle them the whole time.
well, just the ones that are like we're together
Mhm.
tend to continue coming out
So,
together.
I need the 3 basic runes,
Uh-huh.
and please give me all 3 of the crowns.
Ooh, fancy.
Because you have 1 and you get 2. Yes.
Which one are you doing?
Because he played hero cards. You all can't see.
Oh, sorry. I played 2 hero cards. I am going to. I have 6 here. I'm going to train as a killer, so I have to get 4.
Okay. Nice.
Definitely got it.
And an anti-hero card.
And the anti-hero card.
Mhm.
Sure do.
Take these guys back.
Unfortunately, that just sucks a little bit because of the fact that I can't. Actually, wait. Before my turn ends, I'm gonna get my last thing to get another hero card.
Because I see. Spiritual. You cannot gain it if you have any of those things.
You do.
Oh, I do. Okay.
You take orphan.
I think I'm going to prepare for war.
Okay.
I'm going to prepare for war.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to build fortifications. So I
Don't be like Jerome.
2 Quans and the base.
Three fortunes. They're all going to come true. In whichever order that you think is best.
Huh?
Oh.
2, 4, 5, and a card.
You get one of these. You got to roll at least one.
And
Would you like a hero or an anti-hero card?
I get one anyway.
You need a hero card.
Yeah.
So do you want a hero or anti-hero card?
I think I would like to have. Let me look at this first. I think I'd like to have another hero card. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted.
Studious.
My wands go away, and here are the bases.
So I'm going to take adventurous because obviously, and that opens up Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
Raging Inferno.
Comes up for Act 1.
And we have Murder Mystery.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
And Corrupt Official.
Okay. I'm going to take spiritual.
Okay. Call to Arms just came out.
Hey. I'm going to go up to Act 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a murder mystery.
Okay.
Are you going to conceal your crime, or are you going to solve the mystery?
I think I'm going to conceal.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 6.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yay.
Which means I get
Acapella, yay or nay?
an arrow. I get 2 wands.
Just said yay. I think that's the question.
Oh. Well, make a demo reel, send it to me, and we'll talk.
Megan, I'm going to give you a sun to add your rooms to my
Sure.
thing,
I accept.
which means I get the 3rd wand.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a green one. No. Okay. So I have all 3 wands and a green arrow to conceal my crime, which is 6.
Do you want a dark room?
No, I think I can do it. I did it.
You did do it.
And then I get.
You get a
Do I get 2 or just 1?
just 1.
Okay, so I get 1. And then I get this.
Your card comes out. The Vault of Secrets has come out.
You can get rid of Act 1. Right? Everybody has 3?
I
Well, I'm going to take.
My turn.
I was going to say I'm going to take my time eating these chips while you take your
Sure,
turn.
that's what you were gonna say.
Jeez, so presumptuous.
I'm going to the Vault of Secrets.
The Vault of Secrets. Are you going to learn forgotten lore or unlock a secret vault?
I'm going to learn Forgotten Lore. And I'm going to use Brilliant Plan. Which gives me an extra wand. So I get 2 wands and the gray. Learn Forgotten Lore.
Alright, you gotta meet 4. 4, 6.
4, 6. And I'm going to pay
1 to get an extra hero card.
an extra hero card. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. And Steven, you gain. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was choose. It's just me. You don't gain anything.
Oh, thanks.
I'm so glad you were going to give it to him when I gave you one.
I was going to give it to him because you already have 4 experience points. He has none. So I take this. Under here. Guard duty.
I'm going to be inspiring. Careful there.
I'm going to be a criminal.
Be a criminal. Okay. Vengeful.
Ooh, that's a new one.
You may only gain this if you have 2 moons or more. So I'm going to go on guard duty.
Sure. Sure.
And I'm going to go on guard duty. I'm going to catch a criminal.
Alright, so it's going to be 5.
5, and I'm going to do this. Steven, take a experience token. I would get a sun, but I already have one, but I get to add +2 to my attempt this turn.
Oh, so you could just do another one to somebody else. Then nice. Okay, cool. Cool.
Get your own. Alright, so I need... Actually, I think I have all that I need. This isn't going to go well. Well, no, because I have +2. So I need 3.
Are you rolling just the base?
No?
Oh, okay.
I already had one for my last one.
Great. Oh, I got it.
Got it.
Woo!
3 and a hero card.
Okay, and I'm actually going to pay another one to take another hero card. Okay.
Caught a criminal.
Mine, I caught a criminal.
Alright.
Inventive.
Right. I am going to. Oh wait, I did not get my
Yeah, it looks
card for
like
expiring.
Percy.
Okay,
It
I
sure
think
does. All right. I am going to bribe. I'm sorry. I'm going to corrupt official, and I'm going to resist arrest. So, 5. Huh? I'm going to resist arrest, and I'm going to get all 3 of the crowns.
Okay, all 3 of the crowns.
Okay.
And 1 of the swords. And I'm going to play Call of the Wild, which gives me a +1 on this attempt.
Yeah. Is your resisting arrest?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to get 5. No, I have to get 4. I use this.
Yeah, +1.
Yeah, you got it.
Then you get an anti-hero card. Yeah.
Sure does. You can still play it.
Yeah, but I don't want to right now. Oh, we're okay. Sorry.
Okay. Next card to come out is Enlightened. You may only gain this card if you have those symbols. I know one of them is Strength. I don't know what the other one is.
Dexterity? No.
I don't know.
No, this is Dex.
I'm going to use my ability to get rid of Vengeful, because none of us can get it.
Looks for me.
Daring Heist. I'm going to do some things.
Shoot.
Good over there?
No.
Alright.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take Enlightened.
Okay. So we have Captured coming out.
Break out of captivity or be
Pressed into service.
Gonna get press ganged.
Alright, okay.
Megan.
Yep, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Inventive, which gets me
Anti-hero.
but I can't use it, so.
Which means reveal the level 3s.
So 3s,
Bring these down a little bit.
because I can't reach the level 3s.
We have Divine Calling, Cursed, Dragon's Horde.
And Army of the Dead.
Look like whites. Alright. I am going to go for Steal for the Rich. Steal from the sorry. Daring Heist.
Steal from the
No,
rich.
I'm actually gonna go
Sure.
get to the 4.
Okay.
So I need 2 crowns and 2 of the sideways arrows. And I need to get 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to spend this to get a hero card. And I'm going to play this hero card because it gives me +2 because I'm doing one of these. So I need to get 4.
Sometimes it's like that, Mrs. Valley. You got it.
Definitely got it. I get a thing because of that.
And you can take
A hero card. And that is it.
Okay. Coming out, desert caravan. You can survive a harsh journey or earn a vast fortune.
I'm gonna take cursed.
Okay.
I can take it if I have more tragedy than triumph, and I don't have any triumph. So that works. We can get rid of the Act 2s.
Oh. You're all stuff. Yeah, let's get these out. Looking at them so far away.
Okay. Well, you all don't help me at all.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Anything for you.
Okay. I guess I'm going to do Army of the Dead, and I'm going to try and survive the Horde.
Mm-hmm. So you need
I need 2 of the shieldies
2 shields.
and the basic.
7. Oh no, 7.
Yeah,
Would you like a corrupted?
I can't.
Oh, you don't have any experience.
Can you even get 7 with that?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
If she rolls perfect. 3.
Okay. That was
Good news
easy.
is, though, by you going first, if one of us finishes, you'll still get one more turn.
That's good. Witch's Den.
A witch's den.
Alright. These all suck.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
Well, I'm going to pay 1 to get this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I guess I'm gonna Dragon's Horde.
Hey, Vox.
Hello, Vox. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to do Dragon's Horde, and I'm going to steal the treasure. So I have to get 7. I need 2 swords.
Okay.
And 2 arrows.
What kind of arrows?
The sideway one, the dexterity ones. I need to get 7.
The Dexy ones.
Oh, 2, 4,
5, 6, 7.
8, 9.
8, 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yes.
Okay.
4,
And it was a 7, right?
1.
Alright.
Beat by 2.
We're playing that. Glorious Victory. If you overcome a challenge on your turn without using a dark rune and exceed it by at least 2, you gain 3.
Yep.
And I also gain 1 for this.
Mm-hmm. Sure, sure.
Flip a boy over.
Alright, we have Imprisoned coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna do Divine Calling and be a servant of the darkness. Because that's the way my destiny goes. And I'm playing both of these.
Destiny.
Fateful Choice. If I choose the tragedy path, I get +1 to my attempt.
Okay.
And this, play before you do an attempt and add a sword or sideways.
Oh,
Wait, who are you? Who are you?
When did I become a VIP?
You've been a VIP, Z. You're just never here.
So I'm
So
gonna
you're
get
busy with school or something.
2 of
So-
these, 1 of these.
Yeah, you're so busy becoming a doctor that you have no time for us. I don't even remember what you sound like anymore. Does your face even look the same? That's the question I need to know.
So I already have 1, so I just have to get 5.
Yes. I want one of those chips so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 1 to use a dark red. You can't have it.
I know.
The Homeowners Association.
Hey!
Anonymous, you slimy son of a bitch.
Anon, thank you so much again.
Alright, here you go.
You show up for 5 minutes and you get a gifted sub.
Okay, you go down on the tracker and you get to choose a hero or...
And you get your thing back because you got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a hero card. Okay. Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
That's amazing.
And you can keep it open and just
And I
gift it
get an
someone else,
anti-hero
pay it
card.
forward.
That's true. You could pay it forward.
Okay, Megan.
All right. Well, since I'm...
Wait, why did the adult theme get put up there? What did we say?
Zanky Bear! Welcome
Zanky
to
Bear?
the Homeowners
This
Association!
is Zane Kyber.
Zane Kyber. Yeah.
Kyber crystals are
Oh,
used
Z,
Zippy.
thank you
to
so
make
much for
lightsabers.
thanks so much for that gifted sub. Zane, if you're out there, welcome.
You're here, and now you get emotes. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the
Can
neighborhood.
you get that one?
Where did it go?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
My water
I
bottle.
was right at your feet.
Can you get it? That is not right at my feet.
It was right underneath your feet.
Okay.
Hooah!
So, what
Yeah,
came out?
Z, thank you so much for that gifted sub.
And thank you to Anonymous for gifting
Z
Z a sub so that he could gift the sub to Mr. Kyber Crystal.
Yes. Indeed. Indeed.
And now it's Megan's turn.
It is my turn. You are still of no help to me.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Z a sub?
Okay, well, I guess that I'm going to go to the witch's den.
The witch is dead.
And I'm going to try and defeat a witch.
Oh no!
You say, okay, I heard you say feed a witch.
Defeat a witch?
Have you never read Hansel and Gretel? Witches will eat anything. Candy, chubby kids, their parents.
Why do you need help? What's going on, Lance? What do you need help with?
Oh. Oh no.
Okay, there's a little known D&D stream that they should watch. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but what if they don't have time for 4 hours to get into it?
I found it recently. It's called Critical Null.
Critical Null.
Okay, your bit isn't funny. Here's what you do. Roll some pre-made characters for them. Tell them you're going to buy pizza or dinner or whatever. Bring them over. Tell a story. It's as simple as that. You don't even have to. You don't even have to like make them roll. You can use like base amounts for damage and stuff, and just have them roll d20s. Eventually, they'll just get addicted and be like, "Oh man, let's do this more."
I'm going to play Unlikely Alliance.
I think that sounds like a good time.
Derek, you can raise your thing up.
Or
And I'm going to use your...
or just tie them down to a chair and
So I
force
get-
them to watch Critical Role.
all 3 of these. I get all 3 of the wands. And all 3 of the decks.
The great ones.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you invite them over to the food, then when they love it, then you introduce them to Critical Role, and then you have
I did it.
a brand new weekly tradition.
Why did you give me that? Nope. I don't get that.
What?
But
Oh,
that's not
sorry.
what mine is. But I do get 2 hero cards. Yeah, if I could stop getting this one, it would be great. But I defeated the witch. Not the witch, I'm your wife.
The chair has all 4 legs, but it doesn't have a bottom, just like the chair in
Force of Nature came out.
Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, where they take that knotted rope and hit him in the testes. Casino Royale, it's one of those
Force
ones
of Nature.
that ages really well.
All right. I am going to do. I'm going to do Force of Nature.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I'm doing Force of Nature. I need all 3 of the Charisma runes and
Charisma runes?
one.
You got it. You
Crown.
got it.
Crown.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
And
I
one
can't
with
do
the
that.
arrow with the diamond.
I actually still don't know what that one is.
I think it's intelligent.
All right.
I know the wand is wisdom.
And I'm going to regret doing this, but I'm going to go for.
So the wand is intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to restore the balance.
Restore the balance.
You know what? I might watch Casino Royale. Nope. There's too many good things on Netflix that just came out today. Watch the new things, Derek. Oh, 2, 4, 6,
Yeah, you
8,
did that.
10, 11.
Yeah, I did that. Nope, doesn't help me there. So I did that. I get this.
I did that. I get this. New card comes out. Dark Revelation. I wonder what you're gonna go for.
Can't. I don't have any crowns.
Oh no.
I am going to journey into the abyss.
Yay!
I'm going to play Word of Honor to get 2 to go after Rescue a Lost Love.
Derek squealed at his
So
desk when you read
I
that.
need to get 4.
Did he?
I don't know. I was in the restroom. I'm just assuming.
What? Bro,
He,
I know.
He either squealed or he went, yes!
I couldn't because Eric was sitting there working. But I am so excited.
Who did that or who did the
I like.
I actually did do that. I actually can't go into the abyss, which fucking sucks.
So Derek and I work together, and we work in the same. We actually share an office with another guy. His name's Eric, because he already said his name, so we're doxing him.
Eric is not watching this shit.
Yeah. But this guy, if you want to know if you want to picture Eric, picture Ned Flanders without the glasses, both in personality and in look.
Derek, Eric, and Steven.
Yes, that is our office. And when we first started the stream, we were like trying to talk about this or D&D. When we first shared an office with Eric, we'd kind of like use kind of half code or say, "Hey, check this out," or like we were kind of very subtle about it.
There was a lot of Steven looking at me for a long time until I realized he was looking at me, and then I realized he was like tss, tss, for a long time.
And then
I'm gonna use my.
And now it's just
to
like-
get this.
hey, did you see what they put in the Discord?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what'd you get rid of?
The scary guy.
Why?
Because if I can't have it, no one can.
Cap it?
Why didn't you use the message cantrip?
Can't. And Felix also works with us, and he sits just outside of our door.
I'm actually going to do Heroic Rescue and Save the Innocent. Still get to play this. I get +2 because it's a weighted tower thing.
Okay.
What is that called? A scale. Jesus. All right, so it's up to 7. I have to roll 5.
Weighted tower.
So I get the 3 main ones, and then it's sideways.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Derek, look in here for a second.
One of the... Hey Z, that's a photo for you.
I'm pretty sure the last time we
You should
saw
get your
him,
sister in here. She's
There was
basically
not.
18. She can use Twitch.
there was not a beard.
Yeah, it was.
Was there?
Yes, he's always had the
Yeah.
beard.
I don't remember.
He's had a beard since he was like 5.
I don't remember.
He has Middle Eastern heritage. It's nice and thick and robust.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was a really long weekend.
So I have to roll a 7. Oh, I actually only have to get 5. But I'm gonna pay 1 to get a dark room.
Yeah. Yeah. I think your sound is on your display.
Should be just because stream mode's on. I know that
2, 4, 6. So I got it for sure, but I go down.
Yeah, you do.
I happily go down, Stephen. So just back up off my jock.
I want nowhere near your jock, buddy.
Okay, well, Coop.
Who?
Yep, basically. I agree with that.
Do I get... No, I don't. I am not doing well this game.
I'm not either, to be honest.
Me 3.
Alright, well, I'm going to... into the abyss.
Yep. Scary abyss.
Yeah, and I'm going to journey to the underworld.
I don't...
So I
I
need
think
to...
folk hero is
Constitution. It's the shield.
folk hero. He's a servant of darkness. I don't think that qualifies. That sort of eliminates him from being a folk hero. But I like it. I mean, he can be a folk hero for me. 2, 4, 5.
I did it!
Sure.
Solid.
So that is 2 for you, right?
Yes, it's 2 for me. I did not complete my first one. King's Council. You can either advise the king or claim the crown. Oh wait, before that happens, I want to be nice to both of you.
Yep.
Deny the darkness, Stephen, go up a sun. Deny the darkness, Derek, go up a sun.
Okay. So, okay, math. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
My anti-hero card sucks.
All right.
I can't use mine either. It's dependent on you two. That's why it sucks.
This would have been really nice to have. Really nice to play.
Well, I'm gonna go for advise the king.
Of course you are.
And I need all 3 of the.
All 3 of the wands.
No, all 3 of the charisma, the crowns.
Oh.
You have to roll. Are you claiming the crown?
That's what I'm deciding right now.
Okay. Guys, I really do love this game. For whatever reason, I enjoy the cards, I enjoy the components, I enjoy the gameplay. I'm very happy with my blind Kickstarter purchase.
Kickstarter.
No, I'm going to just try to advise the game. Top one.
7.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8.
I could have gotten it.
Darn.
It's fine. So, I get that, which triggers the end game for you guys. I get a hero card. I can't use this right now. It's too late.
2 minutes.
Alright, it's my turn. I'm going to off the top go for. Are you interested in the supernatural one, Megan? Can you even get it?
No.
Okay, I'm going to use my ability to get rid of supernatural. That doesn't help me at all.
Decisive battle.
I'm going to have to go for imprisoned.
Okay. Which one are you going for?
I'm going to plot your revenge.
Okay.
So we'll do 2 of these. And all these.
Yep.
So I have to get 6. 2, 4. I have to roll basically perfect, which sucks. Because if I lose, I'm not going to get anything.
But you don't really have much of a choice.
Anyone's new out there? We're
I
Board Game
can
House.
do Demon Horde and easily do it.
We're playing Call to Arms, a new game from.
But the scales,
Why? How can you easily do Demon Horde?
because I've got
Oh.
swords and the greens.
Well, only 3 though.
That's one more that I have here.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
from Brotherwise Games.
only
Hop in the chat, say hello.
max number 2 extra. Yes, please hop in the chat and say hello.
We'd like to.
Hello.
We'd like to meet new people.
Just
Z, any update about Gen Con? Am I going to see you again?
yeah, I'm just gonna go for imprisoned, and either I get it or I don't. Actually, I'm gonna pay 1 and get a dark ring.
Super up in the air.
4. Don't get it.
4.
You can have
You
either.
get either a hero or
You can get a hero.
anti-hero.
It
The
may.
hero card may actually help you.
Nope.
If he doesn't get it, I'm going to play a card.
I don't think you can have more than 3 cards under your thing.
I'm going to fail the challenge anyways. But I want to play this card. Face the challenge, opponent just fail. If you succeed, skip your next turn.
I just failed, so I'm playing Harsh Lesson,
Okay.
which gets me an experience.
So I'm going to try this one, which all I have is 1, 2. I get the 2 arrows to the side. And the basic rings.
I feel like that's exactly what he had.
Except for the dark ring.
Shitty titties.
Did you just get it?
Yeah. But I can't have it
You can't
anyways.
have it.
But I get 1 experience point because of that.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, discard.
Key?
There's the 2 back. Megan, your last turn.
Here's my last turn.
Well, Sonny, as long as you have 3/4 it figured out, okay, maybe half. It's either still. We're going. We have our badges. We have our hotel. We're gonna get our Critical Role tickets this coming up week. Hey, who is that crazy man? He's green.
Yeah, especially green this weekend. Emerald City Comic Con. What?
Woo!
I assume that because he's in chat, which it means he's sharing our stream with thousands of other people in Seattle.
On his phone. No, you're a terrible behavior.
Damn it! You easily could have bought one of our shirts and just wore it all weekend.
That probably smell by the end of the weekend.
It's only 3 days.
Plus, I guarantee he was wearing his Critical Role merchandise the whole weekend.
Ugh.
I think half of his...
The smart thing for me to do is do Rogue Elemental. What I'm going to do is climb the Colossus.
Sure. Yeah. Are you going to bring down the
I'm
giant?
going to bring down the giant.
It's a lot of triumph there.
I think
It's a lot of triumph. So I'm going to need the 3 base and then the 3
3 base over there. 3 shields.
Constitution ones.
Any swords? Don't have any swords.
anything here that gives you a sword, or I can steal swords from other people?
Sure don't. Here we go.
All right. Bring down the giant. 2, 4, 5, 6.
Where were you?
I know, I got the same thing. I needed this one before I rolled. Any other hero cards you can play?
No, they're all before.
Alright. Time to score.
Just for funsies.
I couldn't play it anyway.
Oh, never mind.
Alright.
Alright.
Damn.
Where's the thing?
Sorry. Here it is.
Handy dancer. Okay, I went first, so
Well, reveal your...
Intrepid Explorer.
Yo.
Pretty sure you did this incorrectly. It didn't matter, but
Each type of story?
each type.
Yeah.
Not each.
Yeah, I only had 3.
Okay. So I went first this time. I did not dominate the same way I did last time. Okay. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Mm-hmm.
33, 34.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
I didn't have any of those, because otherwise I was going to lose points. Didn't have any of those. Yeah, that was not a great idea.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. Story icons. 1, 2 is 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
3 of them, so it's 4
I have
points.
3, 4, and then 3 of these is 4, so 8 points.
Yep.
Story icons. Steven!
Alright, so...
Try
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19.
What's your one?
Oh, 19 there.
Yes.
Plus 5 is 24, and 1 more, so 25.
Tragedy.
Tragedy.
No tragedy.
Experience points.
Oh, experience points, 5.
5. Hero cards used.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Didn't use any anti-hero cards. Story icons.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8.
8.
And that is it. Yeah. Like one of every other one, but
Derek.
I had Cunning Villain.
Of course you did.
It's a pretty
Alright, so
triumph points.
5.
5.
Tragedy.
Tragedy points. 2. 6.
8.
8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 for each sad face. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Nope, we're done.
Sorry. I got distracted.
I have 4 experience. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hero cards and 2 anti-hero cards.
Okay.
And what's
Story
3?
icons.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 masks, so that's 8.
What?
Yeah. 1 mountain, 1 scale.
Alright, talk amongst yourselves.
Well, we can start telling our stories while you do that. Gary, would you like to tell your story?
As soon as I figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So, much like Lord Voldemort, I was a student who became aware of some dark power. I decided to... This is hard. Student, dark power. Alright, Voldemort. He decided to build some fortifications around the school in which he is studying, because he's a good student. You're not evil at birth. However, he decided to harness his dark power to build those fortifications. And concealed it from everyone else. After harnessing the dark power and concealing the crimes, he became cursed through that dark power. However, the dark power was enlightening, so it's just one of those things where the darker you get, the more powerful you become. Eventually, that led him to crime. This one's rough. I was all over the place with my choices. And he's alone. And then eventually, you're alone, you're a criminal, cunning villain.
You can use these two to help you.
It's not worth it.
Okay.
This story is
Alright,
just
well,
a shithole. He became a servant of darkness, but in the end ended up saving the innocent. I have no idea. This one's rough.
okay, so she's an apprentice. She was a foundling. She was found when she was little. And she was just a wee babe. And she was very adventurous when she was young. And then one winter, it was a very harsh winter. But because she was so adventurous, she foraged for food. Which is hard. Which her family decided she was pure of heart because of this.
Family decided.
Well, yeah. She became very inventive and discovered a vault of secrets where she learned some forgotten lore. And then she decided to sign up for the guard where she caught criminals. And then, because she was so adventurous, and a guard, apparently, she went and found the witch's den that had been cursing the town, and defeated the witch. And then she went into the abyss and journeyed to the underworld, which led her to be the intrepid explorer. I at least kind of went along. It just wasn't a very good story because I'm not a very good storyteller.
All right. I'm going to tell you the story of Eldot.
This is just Captain Ray's life.
Eldot, as a young lad, was very spiritual. And what he didn't even know at the time is that he was actually secretly royalty. But he was trained as a squire for most of his young life. And unfortunately, as he's being trained as a squire underneath a very ruthless knight, he was also trained how to be a killer. He did not like this very much, and he had chosen to focus on the good and focus on the light. He found that he was able to be inspiring with anyone that he met, and unfortunately, because he was going against his master,
He has a master?
the knight that he served. It was more or less. It was a servitude type situation where he didn't really have a choice.
Oh.
So he rebelled against him, and he stole a lot of the guy's riches and gave them to the poor, which led him to be arrested. But he was able to resist the arrest and escape. So he decided that doing good was much better than being evil.
So he's Robin Hood.
More or less. And he then went on to find other people that had a lot of wealth and treasure that maybe did not deserve it. And so he stole more treasure and gave away as well to try to restore some balance to the hierarchy. But by doing this, he actually was able to unseat for all intents and purposes, we'll call it a Prince John. Is that the guy's name?
Prince John.
Prince John? And then King Richard, right? He was able to unseat Prince John and restored King Richard to his rightful throne and became an advisor to King Richard. And he realized that even though maybe he had some royalty in his past, he would rather be a wise master and teach others the way of the light.
So all of our stories were shit.
His was better than ours.
Excuse me, mine was well put together.
You just said the titles of your things and put unfortunately and gold and stuff in there.
Gold and
Mine actually made sense.
This did make sense.
It made more. Anything would make more sense than mine.
Yeah, you gave up.
This
Yeah.
was a shit show.
Let's see.
No. Scores!
I can totally do it.
Scores.
Alright.
In third place, Derek.
Yeah.
With 41 points.
Give us more information.
That's still a pretty high point value.
Why would you do that?
I did not look at this. I was looking at your face.
Yeah, but why would you prove
Why
it?
would you
You took
know
it away
If
from
they-
her.
I don't know what the scores are. I have no clue. I was literally going by the
But
smirk
now-
on your face.
But now you know that she
Steven
won.
got 45 points and I got 48 points.
I was guessing by the smirk on your face. Ruined.
Ruined.
Yeah, double win, Megan.
Merrick.
Well, he was trying to say Derek because usually I win. Again!
Again.
You want to play a third time?
It's 9:33. We have time.
Okay.
Also, I don't feel like that video was 5 minutes long. I feel like it was longer.
You don't need to play it again.
We do need time to set everything back up and reshuffle.
Yeah, it's fine. We can talk to him.
Are you going to talk to him?
No, I'm going to set up the game.
All right. Well, guys, we're Board Game House. If anybody's new here, we are a group of friends living in a duplex. They're married. I live upstairs. They live downstairs. We love board games. We have about 160 plus in our collection at this point. This is our 5-month anniversary of streaming. We're still relatively new at doing this. We have a great community called The Neighborhood. If you're new here, say hi. They're going to say hi back to you.
That's not a guarantee.
It's pretty much.
It's a guarantee. If anybody new pops in and says hello, I guarantee they're going to get a wall of, like,
Chat,
welcomes.
I challenge you not to welcome someone.
Why would you do that?
Or do the right thing and be good people. So, we play board games 3 days a week. On Mondays and Fridays, we play normal board games, much like this Call to Arms by Brotherwise
Call to
Games.
Adventure.
Sorry, Call to Adventure by Brotherwise Games. Wednesdays, we go back and forth between playing a legacy game. Right now, we are playing Betrayal Legacy. We just finished up Chapter 10. So we're getting up toward the end of that. If you've missed any of that and you want to catch up,
We have 2 more streams left of that.
yeah, probably 2 more streams of that. Maybe 3 depending on how long it is, but probably 2. It's up on our YouTube at youtube.com/boardgamehouse. And on the other Wednesday, we play
Or are we adding
D&D.
in the
We have
adversaries?
we have a homebrew D&D game that we're playing, so you can always catch up on that as well. It's called 3 Sheets to the Wind. On this Sunday, we got part of the closed beta for a Twitch program called Twitch Sings, which is more or less karaoke on Twitch.
Yeah.
So on Sunday, from 4 to 6, Megan and I are going to do that for you guys for a little bit. Mainly Megan, I may sing a song or two. So that's going to happen on Sunday.
Megan's gonna sing for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's called a show.
I'll say it's so different than a show.
I
Well,
just was asking.
ensemble. If you're ensemble, it's no different than a show.
Yeah, we'll see.
Depending on what role you have.
Other things that are going on. The last Friday of the month, we play Jackbox with you guys in the community. So if you are in our Discord, make sure you link your Twitch account to your Discord account, so that way they talk to each other. Because we have a special channel for Jackbox. So if you are a sub to the channel, that is one of the perks you get, is that you get to have first dibs in playing with us when we play Jackbox. Follow us on our socials. If you are new here, we are trying to get to 250 followers by the end of this month. Right now we're at 229, which means we're 21 away. You can make us exactly 20, a nice even number if you're new and enjoying the content, if you think our shenanigans are funny, entertaining, or you like games, or if you just pity us. We'll take that too.
I don't accept pity.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
Don't force me to accept pity.
Other things that are going on right now. We are working on one other thing that's not new. Well, it's new, but we haven't worked out all the details. I was working on overlays for things today that we may be introducing to help to make things more enjoyable for you, give you guys more stuff to enjoy. But yeah, the hope is that
you know what it is.
the Twitch Sings is going to be our first BGH Extra. Hopefully we have more stuff like that in the future where we play other games with you. Be it video games like Overwatch, where we either play them for you or with you. And other things that are maybe not board game related, but we want to share content with you guys. And hopefully, like we're kind of figuring out that you guys half watch for the game and kind of watch for us too for some reason. So we want to give you guys more content of us. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on in our world. Maybe I will stream Minecraft. I mean, hopefully I'll have some people that can actually help me build things this time, Miss Valley. Wait for it to say rude in the chat.
Felix was telling me about Stardew Valley today.
It's another one we can play.
It's not my jam, but he was telling me about it.
But yeah. Buy you the game.
We have added the allies and the adversaries.
Ooh.
Basically, they will add
Give me a shuffle, please.
to challenges and make them harder, but if you complete those challenges, then you get bonuses.
RBG, just come to West Virginia, we can touch butts.
What?
Now we put the adult command in chat.
Wait. There it is.
Star Brown 2. I am being nice. I'm nice to everyone. There is a robust dating mechanic in Stardew Valley. There's one for you, and one for me. But yeah.
I don't want these. I've had them
Do
already.
you want new ones?
Yes.
We'll do that. If you've had them already, we can trade them out. I have both of these. Okay, there's some new boys.
Wait. Can I see the ones that I gave back to you? I don't want them, I just... Okay. There's a difference. That one.
I feel like I have all of Megan's stuff from last game.
Maybe. I
Wait.
didn't shuffle them.
So I feel like I almost need to choose the other thing to.
Do you want different cards?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna choose the other ones just because I can.
Okay. Everybody gets a hero card.
Already
Yeah.
done. What? Guys, I'm sitting on a pillow because I'm too short.
Alright, are we ready to start?
Yeah.
Alright, let's switch back over to the main camera.
Switch back over to the main camera, please.
Because they will let us play the whole game without seeing it.
They will. They will indeed. They have before.
Alright, shall we reveal our characters?
Yes. I am a noble
Ooh.
and a natural leader.
I am an acolyte
Ooh.
who is a seeker of truth.
Ooh. I had the secret of truth once.
And I am a farmer who has a thirst for knowledge. Samwell Tarly, anyone? Game of Thrones reference.
And we have rebellious, train as a spy, foundling, win a foe, childhood rival. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I'm glad I get to go last.
Cool. I'm gonna do childhood rival, and I'm going to win a foe's loyalty.
Okay.
And I need a strength and a
You got it.
charisma.
I need you to tell me.
A
what's
sword and a
on.
crown.
You need to learn them.
That is not true at all.
It is true.
What happens when we teach new people this game? Are we going to say strength and charisma, or are we going to say sword and crown?
Yeah, but we're playing this on the internet. You should say the correct term.
Okay, well, it's hard to remember. They're very similar.
I need 4. Give me 4.
2, 4, 5, and a hero.
I'm actually going to take it.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's not Megan. Megan always chooses the hero route.
So I'm going to go here and because I gained a crown, I get 2 experience tokens. Here you go.
Okay, what is the new one?
The new one is, ooh, it's an ally.
Woo! So he gets added to a challenge, and then you reveal
The
him.
only challenge out there is
Yep.
training as a spy.
So you put him underneath, and he adds +1 to that challenge. So and then you reveal a new card.
Armed robbery.
Alright, well, I'm going to train as a spy.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to these guys. I'm trained as a spy. So I need the excuse me,
A crown.
a crown. I need these, and I'm going to pay 1 to get a crown.
All right, you have to hit 4.
Better than 5.
That's correct. 2, 3, and a hero.
Shit.
Should play that first.
Yeah, I meant to.
Whoops! You can get a hero or
No.
anti-hero.
Doesn't help.
Right. So that's the fail.
That means that goes away.
And the ally gets discarded.
Lost in the woods.
Okay.
Guys, I screwed up.
Okay.
Even the orchestra is beautiful.
I'm going to do Lost in the Woods, which means I get the 3 regulars.
3 regulars.
I get a green boy,
A green boy.
and I'm going to pay to get a dark ribbon.
Look, here's a dark ribbon.
So I'm going to find a place of power, which means I have to roll 4.
4.
Megan, take an experience. I'm playing
Okay.
Comrade in Arms, which means I get a sun and +2 to my next attempt.
Oh.
You get close to it?
Experience, not sun.
Yep.
Why are you giving me the experience?
Because you want to.
Eight.
So I have 2. I need to roll 2 more, which means I'm not going to use a dark one. Can I have an experience back? Akashin. 2. Sure, got it. And I get, I'm just gonna take an anti-hero, and because I got it, I get a hero.
Street fight. I'm going to armed robbery, and I'm going to defend my family. Can I get 2? Can I get another one of these, please?
Defend. Charisma.
Did it.
Okay.
Right, let's find out what's coming out now.
An
Cool
ally.
Master.
So, Street Fight is now 5.
Childhood friend. What happens whenever there's...
It gets discarded if there's no other.
I believe that's true.
If there's nothing, it gets discarded.
Shuffling to Act 1 when I was revealed, challenge attack the ally that the challenge has +1. The challenge may hold only one ally. If there's no valid challenge when the ally is revealed, discard the ally.
Dangerous artifact. Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Well, I'm gonna be a foundling.
Okay. Orphan.
I am very pensive, Miss Valley.
Pensive.
Because the problem is with this game is that you don't get much chance to screw up.
You really don't get any chance to screw up.
No, if you miss one of the first 9 rounds, you're not going to finish your thing, more than likely.
More than likely.
So my first round, I completely put myself behind the 8 ball.
I'm gonna do Rebellious.
Okay. Nope, can't do that. You
Just
do
to
it.
pick game.
The only game is if you... Oh, if you
Gain a
gain
move.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gain that move. Okay. Studious. I'm going to play this. Inner strength. And I'm going to grab it.
Son of a...
Bitch.
You're struggling this turn, aren't you? this game?
I now have 2 ways I screwed myself over in the first round.
Inner strength.
I'm gonna do inner strength. I'm gonna add an extra sword, and I'm gonna go for street fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to become a brawler.
Ooh.
So I have to get 5. So I need these, and I need 2 swords, please.
2 swords. Exactly 5.
And when I gain an ally, I gain 2.
That's a lot. And you immediately get 2 points because both the ally and the challenge have masks on them. Very good turn for Megan.
Also,
And
that
that's-
is number
yep.
3 for me.
So now we reveal Act 2.
That ally goes beside your thing.
Yeah.
Beside, okay,
Yeah,
good.
it
because
doesn't count
we
as
had
a thing.
stuff there. Oh wait, I didn't have a
Alright, so we now have Act 2 out. We have Enlightened, Inventive, Vengeful, and Distant Lands.
And we have missing person.
Great. Can I even do any of those?
We
I
could
mean,
do
you
find a lost child.
You can
could
grab
do,
orphan.
You could actually take. Oh no, you can't.
You can take Orphan and Find a Lost Child.
I'm gonna do Find a Lost Child.
Okay.
So I get 1 green.
You can pay to gain another green.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna pay to gain another green.
Okay, so 2 greens. Greens.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my turn. Okay. 2 greens.
Now you get 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
I'm just gonna do that because why not?
You can do it. You did it. And you can take a.
I'm gonna take a hero.
Alright. Yeah. Raging Inferno.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have this Thirst for Knowledge, which means I can pay an experience points to get a wand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that wand to do this?
I don't feel like that should count because I feel like it should actually be part of your story. But I understand that that would be an interesting loophole. So
No, you're not gaining that symbol. You're gaining that rune.
true. You're gaining a rune, not a symbol.
I'm gonna go to the rules
Let me look since
if you
I
want.
have a better understanding of what things are.
Thanks, Mrs. Valley.
Let's not say. So I'm going to go to Brotherwise Games.
I mean, there are other things that I can do. It's just I want Be invented.
Well, it applied to me.
What?
Ultimate Adventures and all.
Pardon the pause. We're learning things.
If your famous new out there, we're Board Game House. We're playing Call to Adventure. It's a new game. This is only our second time ever playing it. We played it once just the other day.
This is our 4th time playing.
Well, I mean, our second time.
Sitting. It's our second sitting.
Our second sitting. So it's a brand new game. Just came in from a Kickstarter that was done last year, where we are adventurers building our story.
You get to roll runes instead of dice. It's very exciting. Right now we're looking up a rule because I have to be difficult.
He tries
Is
to
it-
break the game.
Is it rolling the rune or is it flipping the rune?
It's
Technically,
sort of a toss.
technically it's called throwing the runes.
I like casting the runes.
Well, casting, but you throw the... Cast your runes, but you throw them.
If anybody's new out there, we're trying to get to our 250 followers. We are at 229. We have 15 days left to go. So think about hitting that follow button. We appreciate it.
There are a lot of rules for them. There are 59 things in the rules forum. Me being the rules person, I do not think that you should be able to use that to get a card because it's not a part of your story. It just allows you to throw that rune.
All right.
What is that?
Oh, denied. Criminal.
I'm going to lead an expedition. I'm going to go to distant lands and lead an expedition.
Of course you are.
So I need a shield.
A shield.
And 3 base rune. And then I need a dark rune. Give me 4.
4. Okay, so she got it.
I got it.
Steve, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to go do a street game.
Where's that?
So,
I'm going to instill fear and say that you can't get a street king.
Why? He's already so far behind.
I want the street king.
Can you take anything else?
If you can't take anything else, then I will retract it. It was a spur of the moment thing.
I mean, pretty much I can't do anything else. That's the thing I have the best option of getting.
Actually, no, you can't take anything else. You literally can't take anything else.
You can do survive the flames.
No, you can't do survival forms.
But I do survive the flames.
Okay.
I'm going to play that to get a
Extra green?
extra green.
So what is that? Is that
No,
all three?
this one.
Sorry, yeah, the shield.
For sure.
I need a shield. I need
And
2
then
green.
greens. Which one are you doing? Survive the flames or heal the wounded?
Screw it, I'm going to do heal the wounded.
Okay.
So give me the third one.
The third what?
Third. Oh, the third, yeah, that one.
Wait, oh, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and a hero card.
Great.
Nice.
Heal the wounded. Goes here.
Hero card.
1 to go away.
The ones are done.
I need a hero card.
Let's roll this down. Bring this down.
I'm going to outwit the gang boss.
Okay.
So I need to roll 5, so I get these 3.
Okay.
I get a 1, and I'm going to pay 1 to get another 1.
Okay.
To roll 5.
Which one are you doing? Outwit or take over?
Outwit the gang boss.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to play this to get a +1 because it's a
Very
giant.
good idea.
So you need 4.
2, 4. I could have done it on its own. Shit. Okay, I'm going to take an anti-hero card.
Okay. So I have to delve into darkness. So
You going to delve into darkness or escape with the treasure?
I'm going to escape with the treasure.
You got to roll a 4.
No. I'm gonna delve into darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna delve into darkness. So I need the base and then 2, yeah.
2, 4, 5.
Got him. Okay. Next card is
An ally. So it gets
Ally.
played, it gets discarded.
Yeah.
There are no challenges.
sucks.
Another ally gets discarded. Another ally gets discarded. Another ally gets discarded.
You don't shuffle very well.
Adversary. So he comes out as a challenge.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah.
Do we want to shuffle these back in the deck? Because I think that's a good idea. Because I'm not a good shuffler, and yet I was in charge of shuffling.
So the allies add to challenges that are already out. Adversaries are challenges on their own. But once you get it, they have a special ability at the bottom that you get to use. But it does, adversaries do count towards your 3.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Well, I can't even challenge it because I don't think I do any of these. So I think I could replace them for free.
You can replace one for free. Yes, you can.
Well,
I
There's
literally
nothing-
can't do any of
Yeah,
them.
there's nothing.
No, I don't have one.
oh, I see. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's out.
Alright, well, I'm
We're
going to
up to official.
do the crypt official again. Actually, give me 2 more of those.
Of the
Ooh,
charismas.
Yes. I'm playing Divine Fate and Dazzling Wit. Or
yes.
Divine Favor and Dazzling Wit. So. And I'm going to resist arrest again.
Ooh, fancy. That's 5.
Yep.
2,
Yep.
5. Yeah, and an anti-hero.
Which I can't play.
But you got it. There you go. Daring heist.
Okay, I have some options.
Z, it was about a casting couch, and I expect to see you on it.
Whoa. Just what?
Very different responses.
No, 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 no.
That's all you need to hear. Because it's exactly what you think it is.
What?
I'm gonna grab.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna grab enlightened. Yeah.
Okay, well, you can take a hero card. Trench warfare. I'm going to go for the daring heist.
Okay, you can steal from the rich or give to the poor.
Give to the poor.
Because I'm not greedy.
Okay, I need 2 charisma, and I'm actually 3 charisma. I need 6.
2, 4,
Got
6.
Yeah.
Right on the nose.
That's on the money. Alright, that is 3 for me.
Which means Act 3 opens.
Act 3 opens.
We have Force of Nature, King's Council, Dark Revelation, and Imprison.
Prison. So all the things we had the last game. We have so many cards, and yet we keep getting the same ones. Can we make a vote to just redo it? Savage Beast.
I'm going to do Savage Beast. I'm commune with nature.
Ooh.
What do you need? I believe. Let me just make sure that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I get all 3 green and a charisma. And I only need a 4, so I'm not gonna do anything else.
Nice. You definitely got it.
I got it. Plus
And you
I
get a
get
hero
hero card. Are you doing something to stop me or?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, just protect your card.
No, I'm sorry. It's for my turn.
Like that. Which one did I say I was going to do?
Commune with nature.
Which was stupid because I don't need one ring, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, you didn't actually say, you just...
I did say commune with nature.
You said commune with nature, but I think you were just talking about the card.
I was. That's fine.
Naval battle.
Naval battle. No, I'm super torn.
What would you say? Do it. If Jew was here, if Jew were there, he'd say, "Get on this couch with me."
I'm going to advise the king.
We went to dinner, Z, so you have dinner. I'm going to advise the king.
Yeah, can I have the regulars?
I'm going to use
2 wands.
anything else.
I have to hurt, but I may not want to do this. I can't. Yeah, I can't risk it.
You totally did. Have dinner.
Yes, with his sister. His sister was there as well.
So the three of us, Z and his sister, and G. To be honest, I kind of want to go back to that place. It's pretty good.
Hey, good burgers.
Yeah, it's right next to the
And it's right next to the theater. That's the big thing. It's right next to the theater.
This is true.
I'm going to do a naval battle and sink the ship, so I have to roll 6. And I get +1 because it's a tragedy.
Okay.
So I have to roll 5. Two, 4, 6, 7.
What?
Ah!
Material components.
Thank you, Material Components.
Hey.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, listen.
Everyone, make sure you put your welcome mats. Welcome to the neighborhood. Material components, welcome. We are Board Game House. We are a group of friends that are playing. We play board games on the internet 3 nights a week. Right now, we're playing Call to Adventure, which is a new game that just got shipped from a Kickstarter that was done last year. Where you kind of build your hero, build a story, cast some runes. Thank you so much for that raid.
I have a question. Material components. Are you a component whore like I am? Because I love it when you can get some nice components in a game.
Speaking of nice components, show off the
I
runes.
know. Look at these bitches. Look at you just toss it. Listen to that sound. Let me get some more in there. Listen to this.
Oh, don't do this.
Listen to that. Ooh, so good.
Are you done?
I rolled a sword, so I get a gem.
Okay.
And I am, and that. Okay, no.
Okay. I am going to claim the crown.
Mm-hmm. I'll roll an 8.
And I'm going to take a dark rune too.
Oh.
I get all three.
All 3 of these and a dark rune.
But yeah, definitely
and then all
welcome.
3 of those, please.
If you have any questions about the game or anything, please pop in the chat, say hello. We love meeting new people.
Thank you for the raid. 2, 4, 6, and an anti-hero.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa.
Your anti-hero, save it up to you.
Yep. Choose 1 rune and flip it over.
2, 4.
I don't think you can do it.
Yeah.
Unless you flip that.
Wait, you
over.
need a 7, right?
2, 4, 6,
I did
8.
8.
Yeah, there you go. You did it.
Alright, so you look 1 down, 1 on this. That's the first time you've ever
I know, it's the first time I've gone into the moons.
Dun dun dun!
Oh! Okay, but I got this. And because it's a crown, I get 2.
Nice. Alright.
Megan's got a lot of points.
Yep. I'm going to do the Force of Nature.
Alright, would you like to restore balance or enslave the force? Give it.
I'm going to restore balance.
And you get
I'm going to get all 3 of the
charisma.
of the greens.
Oh.
And I am going to get 2 of the charismas.
You're gonna get 3 of the Christmas.
What? No,
Oh, 2. Okay.
2 of the charismas.
Sorry, I thought you were laying down 2 cards.
And 1 more of 2 of the charisma. Yeah.
3 greens and 2 charismas.
Yes. Alright. And I need to get 8.
8.
Maybe we were.
So you are restoring balance.
I'm trying to restore the balance.
Restoring balance.
Oh God. 2, 4, 6, 7, and a hero card.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 and a hero
How
card.
many do you need?
8. Doesn't do it. So that gets discarded.
You're having a rough go of this.
And then board comes out of it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to do the Trial of the Magi and become the Archmage.
Okay.
So I get all 3 ones. I have to get 6.
6. Got this.
Oh, no, let me just so many points on the table. Six.
You got it.
2, 4, 6, and a hero card. Yeah, that was about as close as it gets.
Okay. What is it? Ooh. Warlord.
It's an adversary, so it's a challenge on its own.
Who has no allies, it's worth +1. Indeed.
Well,
Material components!
Hey!
Welcome to the neighborhood!
Welcome to the neighborhood.
welcome. We have an imaginary neighborhood. Imagine yourself a house. It can be as nice or as shitty as you want it to be. But it's in the neighborhood now. You should know ahead of time. People are upset about this. It is a gated community, but the gate is only around the driveway entrance. You can just walk around it.
And the gate's actually never closed.
I'm going to go after the warlord.
It's only like pseudo fancy. What do you need?
I need all of the shields.
Welcome. That does actually put us at 230 followers, so we are only 20 away from our goal.
Oh, 2 swords!
I was about to say, you've gotten swords before. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Strength and Constitution, and you're
What are you
just
trying to do?
tossing shit all over the
What are you
place.
doing?
She's
The
hitting up the
warlord.
warlord.
8.
She's gonna take out Sauron the Deceiver. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yes.
I take this, and I get 2 more.
2 more what? Experience, because she has the crown thing. Alright. How badly am I going to lose this?
Megan's kicking our ass.
Tyrant.
A tyrant has come out. He is also an adversary.
What's it say at the bottom?
While this challenge is undefeated, any hero who takes a tragedy gains a moon.
Oh.
So if you take any of these boys, just this boy,
Or this one.
yes.
You will take moons.
Yes.
Well,
you can just hand me all those colored moons.
well, I'm keeping these because I'm going to use those. There's that.
You going after the Crypt of Horrors?
I mean, it's either that or the Frozen Peak.
You may want to shuffle the third.
We have 2 adversaries in the ring.
Adversaries in a row, yeah. That may be my bad.
Alright,
Who started? Megan started.
I started.
so that one's a 6, that one's a 5. I mean, I'm already losing so badly, so I'm going to go for it.
Okay, which one are you going for?
I'm going to disarm the deadly traps.
Disarm
So
those.
6.
7.
Hmm?
Oh, no.
No,
Yes.
6.
6. Do you have anything?
Nope.
You got this.
Actually, no. I'm going to do this one for a different reason. And I'm going to climb to the summit.
Climb to the summit. See, you're having problems too.
Oh. 2, 3.
Nope.
But you get 2 hero cards.
None of them might help you.
Nope.
You're just
The runes are not with you.
Not today. Oof.
0 point flip.
Not this game.
Sorry, I didn't mean to knock your. Wait.
Juice on it. It's got a lot of juice. I'm going to do.
Miss Valley, your faith in me is misplaced this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not winning this round.
We've had a rough game.
That's all right. It's just a game. There'll be more.
Indeed. But you'll kick our
That
booties
is
at.
absolutely not a sentiment that I share.
That there'll be more games, or
No,
it's
that
a
it's
game?
just a game. Every game is a chance for victory.
Yes, there's also a chance for defeat.
I'm gonna hit up that Crypt of Horrors and kick that Demilech in the nads.
Because just purely statistics, there's
Wait,
3 of us.
why did that get put back out?
He didn't do it. He did the ice.
That's right.
Just purely based on statistics, there's 3 of us, so your chance to lose is twice as good as it is of winning.
All right, Demilech. Math. I hope you got kids already, because you're not gonna have any more after this.
Yeah.
6.
No.
Oh. But I can draw definitely a hero card. I might be able to play.
You draw 2 hero cards if you want, or you draw anything hero card. Yeah, I win Minecraft.
2, 3, 4, 5, and I needed 6. Huh? I had needed 7.
7.
Just to see. No dice.
Alright. Face the challenge, your opponent just failed.
Yep.
So I'm going to face
Okay.
this one. Which one was
Nope,
it? This one.
that one.
So I need all 3 of the thingies.
The green.
And I'm just going to disarm the deadly traps. So I just need to get 6.
Don't you have to do the challenge that I did?
No.
This is the challenge. The card is the
The
challenge.
card is the challenge.
Oh.
So that was past each other.
I have a question before you do it.
Yes.
Could I have used this? To me, it reads that you have to do it before.
To attempt.
Okay.
Nothing over here that I'm playing.
What you got? What you got? What you got? Hey!
Yeah, I got it.
You got it, and you get a hero card.
I definitely get
4, 6, 7, 8. So I'm also going to
experience because I rolled a green.
I'm also going to play this because I beat it by 2 and I didn't use any dark runes.
Sure did.
So I gain 3 here. And I get a hero card.
You sure do. Okay.
And now all 2s go away.
All 2s go away. Alright, we have the Assassin's Guild out.
Hey, I'm gonna get 1 out of my 3 cards, maybe.
Well. Cute. I'm going to
Oof.
plot my revenge.
How are you gonna plot your revenge?
I don't know, but I'm going to. And so I need all 3.
Now, just before you do that, because we haven't played with these yet, you know what that adversary is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Oh, I see
I
what
am
you're
well
trying to do.
aware. Yeah. I need 3 of the shields.
Constitution.
Constitutions. 2, 4, 6. That's the end game, folks.
Okay. Next thing to come out. Well, I have none of those symbols, so I can't really do that one. I have no desire to do that one. The Assassin's Guild. I have one of those symbols. Or I can do that, which I have 1, 2 of.
What are you doing?
Why is there... It's much closer now.
Much closer, but I can't actually see it.
Stop. Alright, well, I'm going to...
Can you do anything?
Ish.
Do you have anything in your story that you can use?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's all crap is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna... Assassin's Guild, I'm gonna destroy the assassins. So I need 3 base runes, 1 of those, none of those, and then I'm going to play surprise attack, get 1 more of the those,
Surprise attack!
and dark rune.
Did that bounce out?
Yeah. Pretty sure when it's right. Yeah.
We'll find it. No worries.
All right.
Last choice, boys.
2,
4, 6, 7.
Okay.
Yay!
Where's that?
Which one did you do? Destroy the assassins?
Mhm.
Dang, you should have done the took over the guild. Alright. Dark Revelation came out. You can be a child of the Dark Lord, or you can be tainted by dark magic.
Taint.
No, that was out there. Witch's Den came out.
Okay. Really?
First I'm going to play Deny the Darkness,
Mhm.
which gives me 2 summons.
Nice.
The whole card?
Hey!
Actually,
welcome
I'm
the
not
whole card!
Going to do that.
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome our friends from the whole card. What game are you guys playing tonight?
Lay out those welcome mats.
Strudel, whole card. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
3 wands. 1 arrow.
So what were you two playing tonight? Or you may have a guess, but what were you guys playing tonight?
Okay.
You got this?
7.
Cool. Gotta get 7. Wait, which one are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing Witch.
The witch. Not the witch, I'm your wife.
I'm going to defeat the
Defeat
Witch.
the witch. Okay.
So 7. 2, 4, 6.
Tonight we are playing a new game, Cult Adventure. It just got shipped out. It was a Kickstarter that Derek backed before we went to Gen Con last year. It's really fun, really cool.
Boss
Boss
Monster!
Mon-
Hey, another Brotherwise game.
Yeah, good choice. We have that. We have Boss Monster 2.
We have the second one, yeah.
But yeah, another great game. Well, When do you get that on the schedule at some point?
Oh, I didn't move this down.
Oh, yes.
For population.
Okay, I'm gonna defeat village. I'm gonna do it. 7.
Yay!
That was really loud. Rip ears, I am
Rip
sorry.
ears, I am so
2,
sorry.
4, 6, 8, 10. I did it.
You did.
You did
I did it. Let's.
it.
Hashtag blessed.
Now I'm going to create an
Hashtag blessed.
I defeated this bitch.
You did defeat the bitch.
Sorry, Sunshiny.
Sorry,
You know what?
Sunshiny.
If you didn't have your headphones in.
Then they wouldn't be listening to us.
Okay! Scoring!
All right.
I actually think I did that well.
You have a lot of points.
Yeah, but I'm not getting really any rest. Alright. Me! What are these called again?
Triumph?
Triumph! 6, 11, 12, 13.
What is your...
Oh yeah. At the end of the game, I got Blood of the Dragon.
Daenerys Stormborn.
Yeah. At the end of the game, gain 1 tragedy for each Constitution
And
or Charisma, and 1 for each in my hand.
Right.
Which is why I never played this one, even though I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, so tragedy 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I used 1. I used 1. Story icons. 1, 2, 3,
It's 4.
4.
And then another 2 for your scales.
So 6. Alright. That's not very high at all comparatively to the last 2 games.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Not very good, guys. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 8, 20.
20?
Oh, sorry. 25, 26, 27, 28.
28.
I have no
Okay.
negative things. 2.
Okay. Used hero
1,
card.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Story icons.
I have 3 of the moon things, so 4 points.
Okay. Derek?
Okay, so to Triumph I have 8. Oh, sorry. I am High Arcanist.
Okay.
Arcanist.
Arcanist.
Whatever, what have you. 8 points here.
Okay.
10, 13, 18. And then 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 for Triumph.
Okay.
Tragedy is 3. 3.
3. 2.
Yes.
Hero
Played
used.
3. 2.
Hero. And story total.
I have
Story icons.
4 scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 points. And then I think that's this. I don't think I matched any other ones. No. So 8.
Alright. Tell your stories.
All right. My incomplete story by 2. Derek,
I'm
go
pretty
for
sure you
it.
both still beat me.
Okay, so I started out as a farmer. He did not want to be a farmer. He wanted to go out into the world and help people and make things. He was very good at fixing things and working with his hands. So one day after a really bad harvest, he went out to try and make some more money for his family. He ended up stumbling on a place of power after he got lost in the woods. His inventive nature let him grasp what he learned in that place of power, and it let him become enlightened. The things that he learned in there, allowed him to up his game in the making things and fixing things. While he was out, a gang attacked his family's farm. They were attacking his family, doing horrendous things to his sister and mother. He was able to roll up on them, and he outwitted them. He used his tools and his cunning to completely bamboozle them, and then decided that he was definitely meant for more than just the farmland. So he goes and finds his way to a port, gets his way onto a ship, and completely outfits this mofo out. High-tech cannons, the ones that turn and rotate and do 3 shots at once. And then he found his way to the other side of the world, and decided no more ships because he doesn't do well on the water. He came upon a witch's den. He ended up doing the same thing he did to the gang boss, but completely massacred this lady and all of her little critters that were evil. And she turned out to be the archmage of the land. She was evil, but she was the archmage. So he takes her position. He takes all of her spells that she had in her book. She takes all of her components and everything. He becomes the High Arcanist and becomes the Archmage, and he saves that land, and he uses his abilities, and it's great, and it's a happy ending, and that's very much like a character I would like to play in D&D. Sounds good to me.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay.
So my character this time was an acolyte, and he was someone that had been found on a stream when he was young. And
like this.
What? Yes, like this kind of stream. And as he was preaching one day in the streets, he saw a house that was on fire, and so he rushed in to see if he could help or to save anyone. And he did find an abandoned child, and he was badly wounded, but the acolyte was actually able to heal that child's wounds. And it was found out that this house fire had actually been set by one of the higher ups in the town, one of the high-ranking members of the town council. And when the acolyte went to find out what was going on, because he was a seeker of truth, they tried to arrest him. He was able to resist the arrest, and he ran out into nature, where he ran into a bunch of bear traps. He was able to disarm these bear traps, but while he was out in the woods, he was actually being hunted down by the crypt official that sent out some assassins to kill him. He was able to destroy the assassins, and he ended up spending out the rest of his life in the woods, being one with nature.
What do you have there?
Hmm?
Do you have? Let's see. My character is a noble.
On the fly. Here we go.
Yeah, I haven't had time to think about it. Who, when they were, when he got older, his childhood rival challenged him, and he ended up winning him over. But he convinced him to go street fight.
Boom.
And And it turned out he was actually really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So he became a brawler, which was lucky for him because his family was the victim of an armed robbery. His noble family, yes. But he was successfully able to defend his family because he was a successful brawler. Which, I mean, means like...
It means like he becomes a natural leader.
But because he was able to like win his foes' loyalty and, you know,
Sure.
it became known that he was just a natural born leader, which is why he led the expedition to a distant land
Mm-hmm.
where he found perilous dungeons.
And delved into
Delved
darkness. Obviously.
But on this trip, they discovered some bad guys.
Oof.
Yeah, some robbers who had been, and some tax
Evaders.
tax
Hers?
officers.
Accountants.
No.
Collectors.
Tax collectors.
Down in the dark of the dungeons.
No, well, they were coming back from the expedition.
Sure.
And so they decided, you know what, this isn't right. So they took the money and they gave it to the poor in their kingdom. Because why would they give it back to the poor in these people's kingdom? Because
those distant lands don't need it.
So, but because he did this, he
You had no idea. It just fed right into it.
he had created an adversary.
Again, a new one.
Warlord who imprisoned him.
Bah!
For
Son of a bitch.
stealing the money
From the distant
from
lands.
the distant lands.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you sat and he plotted his revenge. And it turned out that the warlord was actually the king
Oof! Of the distant
of the
lands?
distant lands.
Damn!
So while he was plotting his revenge, he was able to come up with a plan to claim the crown.
Oof! Sucks for you.
And because he was able to take down the warlord, he was
Come on, come on, attach that one.
The blood of the dragon.
he was what's
Nope.
the word?
Imbued.
Transformed.
Imbued with the blood of the dragon.
Yes, from the distant lands.
Yeah, and became king.
King what?
Aegon Targaryen.
King
Of the distant lands?
Bill.
King Bill of the distant lands and his family's lands. Double king. Because he was a natural leader.
No, he's just the noble.
And a natural
He was a
leader.
natural leader. King Bill. Alright, so final scores. Steven with 42 points in
That's
third
still-
place.
I mean, that's
still
still a lot
really
of points
high.
for you only having one in your Act 3.
In second place, myself with 46 points. And Derek in first place with 47 points.
Is that why you had to double check?
That's why I double checked.
What is that?
It's a W.
No, that's
No,
not.
that's not a W. Those are
Yeah.
that's a B.
Oh, look, W. There's the middle one there at the end.
Yeah, but that's not what
That's
people
not a-
follow.
This is a W.
What am I doing? Look,
No, you're going like this.
Yeah,
That's a
Now
line.
you're doing
there's
a line.
the inside and there's the outside.
Yeah, but no one follows that. They follow where the lines you draw with your fingers.
Yeah.
No, look.
This. Is
I know what you're
doing.
saying, but no, but
There,
there you go.
that's No. Now again, you just go like this. That's a V.
At least, listen, at least one person in chat, at least one person that's watching, understood.
I don't.
Before
I
he
guar-
explained
I
it.
I
don't
guarantee
feel like
it.
they did.
Before he explained it, how many in chat understood what he was
I
doing?
don't feel like they did.
Before he explained it, how many people understood what he was doing? If you understood, please speak up.
Please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Lancelot, you're lying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now wait.
Look, raises his hand.
You can't be hashtag Derek's boys
Why?
and not be biased.
So wait, so the only people that can answer are people that aren't on my team. There's like 3 people.
Okay, Metamami is like
Hey Derek, do you take constructive criticism?
#1 fan club. I would be more likely to believe Lancelot that he actually understood it.
Look, he knew.
I mean, see.
I'm interested to see what Miss Belly had to say.
Whatever. It's still won by a point.
Still won by a point. Dang
Alright.
it.
Dang it.
I had 2-game win streak. That's never happened to me before. I almost won 3 times.
It's alright, BGH. Sorry, BG.
No, it's not right.
RBG.
RBG?
I said our initial.
You said BGH?
Yeah. All I saw was a line. Exactly.
I was drawing a line in the sand. Either you're on my team and you can lie about understanding my hand gestures, or you're not. That's a lie. I want you on my team. It doesn't happen. But Lancelot, he's a true friend.
You're the one who says he's the fake Lancelot.
No, I'm not. He's not a fake Lancelot. He's just Lancelot the Third. There's at least 2.
Alright. So, it is 10:45.
It's 10:45.
10:45.
We played this 3
I can
times.
watch at least 1 episode of Queer Eye.
No, you're not going to.
Because you're going to be up here. I can watch at least 1 episode of the new Idris Elba show.
You can do that.
Yes!
Alright.
Guys, before we get off here, there's so much good stuff on Netflix. Oscar Isaac and Ben Affleck are in a new movie on Netflix. I can't remember. Triple Frontier is what it's called. It looks amazing. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it. Idris Elba's in a new show called Hip Hop Charlie or Bring 'em Up Charlie or something like that. That looks great. Check that out. He's a DJ and a nanny. There's a new fully animated series called Love, Hate, and Robots. Every episode
Love, Death, and Robots.
Love, Death, and Robots. Every episode is a different story, but every episode is also a different animation style, and it's adult animation.
I will say,
It looks very interesting.
be warned, because when I was watching the trailer, a lot of the love sections looked a lot like softcore.
It's called Love, Death, and Robots, and it's geared toward adults, and it's in animation. You can do whatever you want with animation.
Yeah.
And also, Queer Eye Season 3.
Yeah.
Queer Eye is one of my favorite shows. It's so good.
I love them so much.
There it is.
I love them so much.
Also, fun news that James Gunn is back on for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They were already going to use his script, but now we're back, baby. He's out. Actually,
Boom, baby.
he's directing Suicide Squad 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 still. He's getting to do both.
He didn't do the first Suicide Squad, did he?
No, but the guy that did the first Suicide Squad is a dingus, and it was terrible. But here we go. Here's another tie-in. Idris Elba is taking over for Will Smith as Deadshot.
That's interesting.
Will Smith had a conflict. Like, his schedule was so full that he didn't have any time for Suicide Squad 2. But that's going on. Captain Marvel, if you haven't seen it, go see it. We are 1 month and 11 days from Endgame, from Avengers Endgame, which looks incredible. The new trailer is so good. We are 1 month and 1 day from the final season of Game of Thrones. So catch up if you haven't. I am. Well, I was already caught up. I'm rewatching. This game was Call to Adventure from Brotherwise Games. We are Board Game House. We will be here on Monday. They will be here on Sunday.
We're going to be doing Twitch Sings on Sunday.
Twitch Sings.
We got into the beta, so we're doing a BGH extra where it's not a normal stream. We're going to play that just for a couple hours. We'll see what happens. If you guys like it, we may do it again. If you guys hate it, it'll never see the light of day.
Follow us on our socials to stay up to date on all this information.
Follow us on YouTube.
To rewatch
stuff, and all of our how to plays are up on YouTube.
The whole card, if you're still here, we did do a how to play for this video, which I will try to get uploaded tonight. So that way, you guys, if you need an extra little help on how to play the game besides the rules, which can
Oh,
be
did they get it?
What?
Did they get it?
Yeah, they're playing it on Sunday.
Excellent.
But because the rules can be a little bit weird for this
I'm
one.
sure that they've got it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was one of the Kickstarter updates that some of the wording in the actual rulebook that comes with the game was a little funky, so they redid it
Yeah, we
for
printed off the.
Board Game Geek.
It's a lot funky.
It is a lot.
But yeah, so yeah. But if you're not in the Discord, join us in the Discord. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw, please hit
Please hit that follow button.
follow button.
It's a little heart. It's a.
We are 20 followers away from our goal. You guys have been amazing. We love all the positive support. But yeah, I think that is everything for this evening. We'll see you on Sunday.
We're playing Robo Rally on Monday.
We'll see you on Sunday. Derek will see you on Monday. And
I think that's it.
all right, love you guys.
Love each other.